for permission. Ask for forgiveness or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, welcome back to Panic at the Dice Roll. I know it's been a couple weeks, but we're back and we're ready to continue with the Duragar Outpost. I am your DM, Tanner Sandrock. You can follow me on Twitter at Tanner Sandrock, and these are my friends and players. Curtis.
Hi, I'm Curtis. I play Calder. Apologies, I got the sniffles today because I forgot to take my Claritin last night. You can follow me at DNF Meadery. Yay, plugs.
You know, I was...
Here, Curtis, you can have some of mine.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend who watches the stream, and he spent the last 2 weeks going back through and watching some of our stuff on YouTube.
Oh my god.
And I know. I'm like, he's like, you want to know how little life I have? I'm like, well, I appreciate it. But anyway,
just throw it on in the background.
He
good
asked
background
me,
noise.
He's like, so Curtis, the guy who plays Calder, what other games does he stream? And I'm like, he doesn't stream anything. That's just what his basement looks like.
Yeah, this is for my own benefit.
You tricked the world. You tricked
everyone.
Anyway, smash that like button, Curtis.
Yeah.
Curtis
get at him.
Give it away.
Get at him
Curtis
on his
feet.
Twitter, and maybe
Curtis feet at
Yeah.
Hobbit feces at OnlyFans.
Yeah, maybe he
Filthy
can get him to stream
hobbitses.
something else.
Filthy
No.
hobbit.
Yeah, no, he said he likes your voice and he likes your setup.
Well,
Aw.
thanks. Maybe I'll stream one day if I get the gumption.
you have to
the
now.
chutzpah. I know. Fuck.
The foot
Yeah,
spot?
The chutzpah?
Gosh.
I'll look into it.
The moxie.
I guess this is what happens with we take a week off.
Yeah, we gotta get our jokes in.
Gotta get all the bullshit out.
Extra jokes. Extra
Keely.
jokes. Hi, I'm Keely. I play Floof, the little foxling of your dreams. I don't know.
Nice.
The
Pause
mascot of the group.
for the
Yeah.
silence.
The little
Travis.
foxling.
Hi, I'm Travis. I play Montgomery. And this week's Monty Fact, in honor of Labor Day. Many of you may have wondered why Monty, with his -1 strength, ended up as a miner. Well, it turns out that the mine had been going on strike to protest unsafe conditions, and Monty was a scab. So,
I don't.
don't be Monty. Don't be a scab.
Yeah, say I
Boycott
immediately
Nabisco.
don't feel bad for the things that happened to Monty in the mine anymore.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
It's all right.
Mm,
I work in HR, so I'm basically a class trader. Joe.
Oh, Joe. you're
Loudspeaker.
right. Oh, there it is. You cut out.
Is it back?
it's
Oh, sad. Well,
Wait.
I'm Joe. I play Vodka Loudspeaker, a resident mom and grumbler of the group, anxiously waiting the next full moon.
Is Jason clawing at my door?
Yes, he is.
God,
Jason.
Let him in. Let
Kitty
him in.
I want the sun. I want the sun and make it a biscuit on the bed.
And he bolts.
just leave it cracked. Og,
what?
Your turn.
can you introduce yourself, please? This is session 22. Og.
I'm
Session 22.
I play
Oh, I need to reset the crit
Sheltari.
counter.
I play Tanner, I'm doing my intro. I
Yeah,
play
you can do that.
Sheltari. Tanner, I'm still doing the intro. I
I
play
hear you.
Sheltari.
Oh my God.
The group's the Starboy astrology enthusiast. And I recently started the school year off strong with some freshmen kicking off a urinal handle and flooding quickly half of the first floor of the school.
What?
To which I approached the only witness, another student that was taking a shit at the time. He claimed so. His only words when I approached, dumbfounded, were, "It's bad, bro." And And I'm not going to beat that moment this year. So, started off strong. I don't have anything else to look forward to. We can play D&D now.
That's great.
My
It's bad,
God.
bro.
It's bad, bro.
You could say he'd seen some shit.
Um,
Og, you mentioned astrology. What's Shaltari's star sign?
you guys don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh.
The sign
A
of
lot
the
of-
Yeti.
A lot of Taurus.
Now I'm gonna have
energy
to
right
actually
there.
go through and figure out what
Sign of the
Monty's star
Yeti.
sign is.
I already know
Next
yours.
week's star sign.
The Age of
Ooh.
Aquarius.
Do you know everyone else's star signs? What is Floof?
Well, knowing is
What is Floof?
Probably like
knowing
a
is
Leo.
a
Floof
somewhat
born under the sign of the
philosophical
rabbit.
thing, but we can get into that some other
I
time.
mean, it's a different universe with different stars.
Yeah,
So
that's why I want to know.
I would just probably say that they're different signs. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Shaltari has a whole chart.
I mean, every time Shaltari just says a constellation, I just roll with it. I don't know if he's actually citing anything in the lore, or if he's just making it up. But
He's got to have a little list, like behind, like on his hand, He's
but
gotta. I could go
probably.
in there and peek and find out.
You're doing terrific.
Well, anyway, you can follow us on Twitter at D20Panic. You can also check out our past episodes on YouTube, also at D20Panic. All sound effects are brought to you by Syrinscape.com, because awesome adventures
yeah.
deserve awesome sounds. Our theme
Thanks for the
song is
reminder.
Sunless Road. Our character art was created by Keely.
Tanner.
What?
Tanner.
Our character art was
Tanner.
created. Yep. Our character art was created by Keely, and we also have a bunch of fan art in our break reel. If you want to submit any fan art, you can just send it to us, and we'll get it added.
We love fan art.
It's true, we do. Let's see. Who won the crit count last week? Is it Joe?
I think
Oh,
Floof.
You won. You won
Well, I
as
don't-
the
almost forgot.
overall.
I don't
I
count.
won. I won as the
Floof.
most player crits. I had
Yeah.
4.
Floof one player crits.
I'm like, I roll like
DM.
5 times as many dice as you, so like,
Yeah.
if I don't get 5 times as many crits as you guys, then I failed.
Okay, well you failed. I win. I am winner. I am king. King me.
All right.
This is
Um,
chess.
Let's
not
see.
checkers.
He's chessing now.
So what did we do 2 weeks ago?
We
Oh,
Yeah, that was part of it.
there was a
That was
goat,
part of
that's
it for
right.
sure.
we
Alright, that's our last one, guys.
Shire?
I'm sure
freed
it is.
goats. Did we actually do that? I don't
No,
know.
we haven't freed the goats
Talk
yet.
about it.
Not quite
We
yet.
infiltrated a Durgar
Oh
fortress.
yeah. So yeah, you guys had finished the Duragar outpost. You had infiltrated this Duragar outpost in the Dwarven Valley, and you had confronted the leader of the outpost, a Duragar by the name of Nildar Sunblight. You
His
believe
daddy's coming back, and we don't know who that is.
Yeah, I believe Monty used some
I know who
mind
that is
spells
now.
on him, got him to comply briefly and answer your guys' questions. You learned that his father is a king,
Zardarok.
Zardarok Sunblight, and he is doing something in the spine of the world at that fortress, the Sunblight Fortress. And he plans to, whatever he's doing there, it's not good news for the 10 towns and the all and that. So, and then you also learn that he has a brother who you had encountered in the cave, the one who shrank down and disappeared through a crack in the wall.
Goddamn
That little
dearth.
fucker.
And then, I don't know, were there any other like major revelations from that thing before all hell kind of broke loose and you guys fought a whole bunch of Duragar and spore zombies and
I think that's about
Well.
it. Like they want the Chardolin. to do some doomsday scenario. Nildar kept going. Your death comes on dragon's wings, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, you did repeat
Your
that.
doom soars on dragon's
Dragon's
wings.
wings. That's it.
Yeah, and they revealed that they are using the Chardalin in whatever this devious plot is. But
And
yeah.
we must stop it.
Shit, hold on, I gotta get in character. Hurry now, hurry now,
Yeah.
hurry now,
I feel
hurry
like
now.
I feel like as you say that, there's like an asterisk next to it for Monty. He's like, must we? All right. You also had a couple other
We
points.
did decide our route, correct?
Yeah, because
Yes.
I was just about to get into that. You guys, at Hilns, before you guys left for the Black Cabin so many moons ago, you had come across a couple other points of interest. One was this strange spire out in the tundra, just to the east of, was it Kerkenig? And then you learned that the speaker of Brinshander knows something about a inmate up at Revel's End. So I believe what you guys had decided was to kind of go and check out this spire, since it's pretty close. And then once you've done that and learned what you can from there, then to possibly head back to Brinshander and speak to the speaker there. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Yes.
about right.
Okay. So where we're going to pick up is you guys are standing in the hall of the Durgar outpost with Crux and Omaye and the other dwarves from the valley, as you guys pretty much cleared this place out of any Durgar that remain. So yeah, we can go ahead and pick up right there. I believe the last thing that happened was Monty was getting himself a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you guys were like kind of sitting in Nildar's room as Monty sat down at the desk and picked up the drink that he had poured for Nildar, who Nildar refused to consume.
Vodka requires light. My screen is black.
Your
Scoot over.
screen is black.
Scroll down a
Whoa.
little bit, probably.
Is there no dancing lights?
I mean,
Oh,
to be
Why?
fair,
I did
to be
dismiss the
fair,
dancing lights at some point.
to be
To be
fair,
fair.
we don't really
Fair.
need to use the map as
Yeah,
combat
sure.
is gone, so we can just kind of keep it all theater of the mind,
I
if you
like
will.
to. I don't like the theater in my
Okay.
mind. I like the one on the page.
It's a game of imagination.
Have none.
Occasionally, you have to use it.
Nope, I don't know how.
What?
Okay.
Vaka will just kind of check on the dwarves and Oyame, since that fight was pretty intense. Check and see if everybody is alright.
Honestly,
See if anybody
everyone
looks.
is fine. Oyame has some residual kind of poisoning from the spore zombies, but that stuff clears up in about a minute. So yeah, they all kind of gather around you guys in this room. They'll probably be in the other room. Crux with the rest of the dwarfs are just going to do like a sweep of the compound to make sure that they haven't missed anything, but they are, for the most part, fine and can handle their own injuries.
Good.
What are you guys doing and talking
Oh.
about?
Other
Oh,
kinds of want to check on what's on Nildar's person.
Nildar's person. Oh, good idea. Let me pull that up. One thing I've noticed
Holy
I didn't have
shit!
open, 'cause-
What happened out here?
Yeah, as you walk out, you just see a bunch of Duragar corpses and like this weird kind of like exploded spore zombie bits.
everybody, it is okay. He is dead. Oh, What is the fuck this?
Who taught Floof to swear?
Oh,
Collectively,
all of them?
all of us.
Da, da, da. So you find a coin purse that had been stuffed into Nildar's bedroll. The purse contains 24 gold pieces and 17 silver pieces. Other than that, I believe he just has his equipment, which is he has his scale mail plus a shield, a war pick, and javelins. The armor is dwarf sized, but the shield is sturdy and usable.
How much silver did you say again?
17. I gotta close my bedroom door.
This is Jason.
Take a little while to get back. I think he died.
I mean, you guys don't need to talk. Hey, I'm on camera. I can hear you.
So all of our shit talking you can hear too, huh?
Yeah, I can.
Then
Okay,
just don't tell
noted.
us when you're leaving,
Um,
and then just disappear.
I look. I'm gonna approach Oime, I guess. Did any of them get away?
Not that I've seen. Crux and his men are sweeping the complex now to see if there are any remaining.
Vaka would like to try to free the goats.
Yeah, so you guys found the key earlier, so it's simply just unlocking the padlock. As you pull the door open, the goats kind of timidly
We're taking those
approach
back,
the
right?
door. Can you make an animal handling check?
Yes. By the way, freeing with the intention of taking them with because they're meat and or milk or all those other good things that.
Yeah, you go ahead and butcher one of
Not
those
good.
goats in front of Floof and see what
Friends.
happens.
No, I'm just saying with the intent. Them not like go be free. I'm like I'm opening this so that we can go back to the dwarf place. And not butcher them in front of Floof.
I think you still got to make the check.
Yeah, you got to make the
I
animal
know.
handling check.
My thing is it's loading.
Okay.
Boy.
Damn, you rolled 20.
Well, that loads. What's everybody else doing?
Monty, as
Ooh.
Calder's searching the body, he's just sitting there in the stool or chair or whatever's in there, just sipping at the whiskey. And then once Calder's done, he puts his feet like up on the body as a footrest. Just chilling. Find anything good?
Other than his equipment, some money that we can divvy up.
Oh, I misread that. He doesn't have scale mail; it's plate.
Plate.
But because
shit.
it is dwarf sized, you can salvage it and get half plate out of it if somebody would want half plate.
Word.
It is too
Otherwise,
big for me.
Floof could
Or sell it.
probably fit into it.
Oh.
Say.
It'd be a little big, and it's heavy.
It
Armor?
is
Full
heavy-
metal.
It is heavy armor.
What?
Vaka, you are able to kind of gently coax the goats from their cage, and using
Stuff to put ropes around their necks and kind of.
so
Make
you
a
kind
little
of got them tied up
fashion.
and are able to kind of lead them around, and they will follow you.
Aw, I like you.
Now
For
I
now.
want Floof to use one as a mount into combat.
With their half plate, like, yeah.
No more booties.
Get Floof in full plate and riding a goat into combat.
We eventually have to get
Wearing-
plate for said goat.
The dream, honestly.
Floof and
Vodka
Ram.
behind holding a pair of booties, like, oh god.
No more booties. Okay.
Is that what you named the goat? Booties?
No, that'd be
Yes.
the opposite of what Floof would name it.
All right.
The
So yeah,
anti-booty.
Vodka.
Totes my goats.
Vodka. Vodka returns to the room where you guys are all in, with the goats in tow. It only takes probably 15-20 minutes for Crux and his men to finish kind of sweeping the outpost, and they return, and Crux is like, "There's no signs of any more. I think we've cleared this place out."
We did it. Yay.
Vodka kind of gives a nod.
Any other business that we have here? Let's wrap it up. I don't want to be here any longer than we have to.
Yeah, Monty's just gonna collect all the papers that are on the desk, and yeah, keep those stowed away. I'll go through them over the rest, see if there's anything interesting.
All right, so you guys kind of gather up any loot and some your equipment and head back out to the front.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Crux will ask you, do you plan to return to the valley, or are you off to another destination?
I'm kind of talking to everybody.
Yeah.
I believe,
We go.
yeah. So let me take a look here. This is the difficult part about,
It's in Discord.
about
Do you want the map?
me having retention issues, but my character does not.
So you guys
Oh, yeah, look at
are
that. There we go.
about 4-hour walk to Kaerkenig. Otherwise, it's about the same distance back to the Dwarven Valley. And then from the town, it is a 12-mile hike through the tundra out to where the Spire is. That will take you a day and a half.
Kaerkenig. Have we?
You have
I don't
not
think
been
we've
there.
stopped there yet.
We've not been there
You
yet.
have not been
Okay.
there. I don't think you've gone.
We went to
to-
Cair Denival for a short spell once we found that shipment of the ingots.
Yeah, you went
Or
there
we
to.
got the,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
No, you never went to there. You've never gone to Kaerkenig or Cair Denivel.
Yeah, we went to Cair Denival.
You guys
No,
chose
we've
to
heard of
leave.
it.
You guys chose to leave Brent. You were going to go there from Targos to find the climbers, and you would travel to Bryn Shander, and instead of taking the road up, you decided to cut straight across to the Dwarven Valley.
yeah, that's right.
So you were going to go to Cair Denivel to meet some people, but you decided just to cut straight to the chase.
But when did we find those dwarves that needed help getting the
They were
ingot shipment?
they were
That was
out
Bryn Shander.
in
Oh.
they were in Bryn Shander, and then the cart itself was at the southern point of the Dwarven Valley.
Oh.
Yeah. I believe our plans are to head east.
Well, in that case, I will return to the valley and gather some more men and man this outpost to be sure that the Duragar do not return to it.
How soon before you think the king's gonna send a retaliation of sorts? Once he figures out something's happened to his son.
Well, they've been corresponding via letters. It will take some time for the king to realize that something is amiss.
Well, I guess in the meantime, then
And if
we
they
will continue to investigate.
if they send a force to retake this outpost, me and my men will be waiting for them, and this time we will have the gates.
That sounds great. Now there's just the matter of payment for our assistance here.
You came and requested our aid in this endeavor.
Yeah, but we're not the ones keeping an outpost.
Baka
You want this outpost?
uses her elbow to kind of nudge Montgomery a little bit, and she will hand off the reins of one of the goats to
You
the
see,
dwarves.
One of the dwarves turns to Crux and says in Dwarvish, "This is why we do not trust the land livers. These topsiders are nothing but swindlers and tricksters."
Thank you kindly. I say back in Dwarvish.
Only
Kind of
some
The
of
one who
us.
said that just turns and kind of glares at you.
Look, I'm just looking for Cass's Veil to get shipped to the Moose Hole.
The moose hole.
Monty.
Baka gives them one of the goats.
I
Aren't
think
they
things
keeping
now.
all the ghosts? Goats?
As you hand them one of the goats, you see the other one looks very sad. He gave his friend away.
Give them both the
Guys, we should just get a dog sled and hook
A
up the
goat
goats
sled?
to it.
That's not how they work.
That's how that works.
Besides, I think we got more pressing matters now than, the tavern. And if you're worried about payment, and Calder will pull the bag of money they took off at Nildar. We've got this.
Just imagine what.
Monty just sips at his whiskey and mumbles, "More important than the tavern, sure." Like,
Do you want to roll persuasion, Monty?
nah, we're good.
Imagine that we
He
could
was only
receive
doing it for the vine.
saving 10 towns from this threat.
By the way, is nobody taking the plate and the pick and the shield off of Nildar
I mean,
amongst our party?
I mean,
You
if you
found
don't,
it.
the dwarves will take it because they
I was
can
gonna
Full
say,
use it.
plate,
if-
blue. Full
What?
plate, blue.
Is Floof able to wear heavy armor though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Technically.
Do they have enough strength to actually wear it?
I don't know. I don't know how much that would be
Yeah.
weight-wise. Because
Well,
their hide armor only weighs 12 pounds, so it'd be hard to
Do
beat
you have
that.
a strength?
You need a strength
of-
score of 15 to be able to wear plate.
Look, I have a strength score of 15.
So you could wear plate. You'd get disadvantage on stealth,
Well, that's not fun.
but you would
yeah,
also
Floof
have
is our scout.
you'd have an AC of 18.
Meh. I don't care. I don't want
And if
it.
you took that shield as well, you'd have an AC of 20.
No,
I will.
because I have to dual wield them.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to dual wield if you had the shield.
Hurts me.
Maybe I don't have that and I'm just imagining it.
I will fold the. I will fold the plate armor into my bag if nobody else is keen on it.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't want it.
Yeah, I think Floof's the only one who could wear it.
Mhm.
Poof doesn't wear that. Looks bulky and hard to move in. It's not very natural. And where
We're
does
going
my
full
fur
floof.
go? Yeah. Where does the fur go?
And just a standard cube. Unless
Good to
somebody else is taking it.
Nope.
I'll just hold on to it for now. If anybody wants it, let me know.
Yeah, because that's just 1,500 gold right there. Like, shouldn't leave that behind.
Oh, nice.
All right.
We're giving them the goats, right?
Are you leaving both the goats with
Yeah.
the dwarves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they'll only slow us down anyway.
Going.
Poof
Size.
didn't want the goats. It's fine.
They need the supplies.
Does Calder say that out loud?
Yeah, he'll say that like to the dwarves because he knows it's hard times for them.
I mean, they'll take the
Baka
goats.
thinks about how delicious a goat stew would be and kind of sighs and gives the second goat to the dwarves and probably watches them be very happy. Probably nuzzle up chin to chin on each other. Delicious, delicious reunion.
The reunion was both sweet and savory.
God damn it.
Well,
And if they know what's good for them, minty.
let's do it.
All right.
We go.
So
We go.
yeah, as you
We
guys
go.
hand the goats over and start heading out of the outpost, Crux will kind of wave you off. And you guys make your way through the tundra and out of the valley down to Caer Konig. It takes, let's see, where's my distance time table? 3 miles, so it takes 3 hours through the snow. Once you guys get kind of to the outskirts of the town, you see Omie will kind of pull up and just tell you, it's like, once you're done with your business in town, you can find me here, and we will continue to the Spire.
Okay.
Stay safe until then.
She kind of nods.
Vaka will clasp their
see.
paws.
Yeah, she kind of nods, pulls out her fishing pole, and yeah, gives a farewell for now to Vaka and says, "You have 3 days before the full moon. Don't spend too long in town."
Vaka gives kind of a concerned nod and watches as the party kind of walks into town and follows.
Yeah, and
Along the way, Calder would have given each of you 4 gold and enough silver to make another gold piece for each
I
of you.
chew
So
on-
5 gold altogether.
I'll chew on one.
Well,
I'll
somebody
try
gets
to.
somebody gets 10 silver, everybody else gets 5 gold pieces, and then the person with 10 silver gets 4 gold pieces. So, to be technical about it,
I will take the silver.
of course you.
all right. So, see, Caer Konig is this little kind of horseshoe town built on a very kind of small bay or inlet from Loch Denashire. The white snow-covered slopes of Calvin's Cairn loom large behind this quiet lakeside town. Cairnnig started as a camp for a group of mountaineers from the northern Moonsea region. As the camp grew, a wooden palisade was added to discourage raiders. Later came the stone castle of Cairnnig. Alas, neither the palisade nor the castle fared well. Both fell to the orcs before falling into ruin.
Oh, so there's no castle.
Cairnnig is, as it is known today, consists of terraced rows of houses that recede from the shore of Loch Danashire like the tiers of an amphitheater. The harbor is frozen, its docks skewed and broken by the shifting ice. Buried under the snow of the slopes above the last row of houses are the ruins of the castle that gave the town its name, a reminder of the people of Cairnnig that nothing lasts in this corner of the world.
Pressing.
Dreary.
So travel to and from this remote town was expedited by the ferry that ran out of East Haven, but with the ferry shut down, the town is completely cut off by the mountains, lake, and snow. Forced to live off what they can haul out of the ice-covered lake, the people of the town are bitter and angry. They believe the rest of the 10 towns have abandoned them. Let's see, the only thing that keeps the townsfolk from leaving is the beer at the local tavern, which never seems to run out.
Interesting.
Curious.
Especially considering they can't grow anything. What's the streets
Gotta go
looking
to that
like?
tavern.
So yeah,
What are the streets looking like when we
let's
show up?
pull up a map of the town. That way you guys can get like a better idea of kind of what the terrain looks like.
Yeah, I mean, the
So you guys
description is pretty good. Yeah, that's awesome.
So you guys are approaching from the destroyed remains of the old fort, which is half buried in the snow. As you come down this road, you can see kind of this large looping road kind of stretches out around the perimeter of the town, but it's kind of a quick descent down to the shoreline. So as you walk up here, if you look between the houses, you can see kind of this big drop off that goes down to the lake shore, as you guys are kind of coming down out of the foothills. You guys are approaching probably close to evening. Most of the houses and stuff that you walk past are dark. There's not a lot of people on the streets. Let's see, there are a couple points of interest. Let's see, Calder and Shaltari would probably know this town best just because their prior knowledge of the 10 towns. I'm sure you guys have been here once or twice before. You know that the local tavern is called the Hook, Line, and Sinker, and it is this building here. And you can see smoke kind of billowing up from the smokestack or the chimney there. Guessing at this time of day, that's probably where most of the residents are. You know, the town, about 150 people live here, and the leader is a dragonborn, a silver dragonborn named Trovus.
Is that in the 10 towns handouts
Here, I can...
by any chance?
Not yet. I will share them with you.
Mhm.
There's that
Mhm.
one.
Oh, nice.
And then you know that this is the speaker. You also know that Trovus is a heavy drinker
Oh.
who patrols at night to keep his eye out for trouble. but most of the time in his patrols, he is accompanied by a bottle of strong alcohol and a tendency to stop and tell any passerby that will indulge him of his past adventures before oftentimes falling asleep in the snow. As a silver dragonborn, he is typically unbothered by the extreme cold.
So, it is nighttime, isn't it?
It's always
Always
kind of
nighttime.
nighttime, but as far as like
I
hours
wanna
of the
meet
day,
this
it's a
guy.
little bit after like dinner.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, yes, it's quote, always
It's
nighttime.
always dark. But
It's
what
always
time of day
dark,
is
but like when it's quote daytime, like sometimes depending on the weather, there's like dim light, right?
it? There's some ambient light.
From the hours of like 10 a.m. to about 2 p.m., if there's no clouds in the sky, you guys can see what is like a twilight or sunset
Right.
near the spine of the world. And then the rest of the time, the sky is illuminated partially by the Rime, which is kind of like an aurora borealis effect.
Oh, you're right.
And the
Never
weather right
experienced that.
now, I believe, was like light snow.
Okay.
But let's see, yeah, the
But yeah,
tavern,
we
the local
said-
tavern here is the Hook, Line, and Sinker. The tavern owes its popularity to the free half pints of ale that the proprietor, Eglander or Glenn Core, keeps on the table by the front door. So he presses one into the hand of every person who stops by the Hook, which compels most of them to stay to order a second and a third, which is the line. And the Sinker part of the tavern's name refers both to the last drink call of the night and when locals challenge visitors to a drinking contest
Wow.
to the last drink that sends the losing contestant under the table.
I like that.
What a place. You should start
Damn it, they
here.
got better marketing than us. All we are is
Yeah.
the Moose Hole.
The Moose Hall is very good.
You also know that there
Burn this place
is
to the ground.
an adventuring outfitter here in town called the Frozen Far Expeditions, run by a seasoned ranger named Atinus Swift. The shop sells adventuring goods. Attached to the shop is a locked wooden shed where they store their dog sleds and a kennel they use to keep sled dogs. Let's see, and then there's an inn in town called the Northern Light. The inn gets its name from the magic lantern that once hung above the front door, but has recently disappeared. You'll notice that as you guys walk past the inn. So Calder and Sheltari, you would know of the Northern Light. It's right across the way from the tavern. And as you walk by it, you notice that the magical lantern where the inn gets its name is missing.
Odd.
You saw it too, huh?
It's usually the only thing that draws somebody's eye around here. Well, more important matters first. I keep walking towards the tavern.
Okay. As you all kind of push your way into the tavern, you see that front table has probably a half a dozen half-filled pints of ale sitting on that table. As you kind of push the door open, it's kind of quiet in here for an inn, especially for the Hook. Calder and Shaltari, you know this place is usually being a bit more rambunctious. But as you kind of look across, you see a bunch of eyes kind of lift from their ale and kind of follow you as you walk in. The mood in here is kind of somber. The air is kind of filled half hazy with a bit of smoke.
I walk in, I take off my booties, and I say very loudly, "Hello, I am Fluff."
Does
The
anybody
only thing
react
you
to
get,
that?
The only thing you get in response mostly is like the clinking of silverware. A couple of the heads still kind of watching you. A couple more just returned to what they were doing. And the back door to the back room opens as you see the half-elf Glenn kind of walks out. He's a bit of a heavier set fellow, older. And you see he walks out and says, "Don't get a lot of visitors these days."
Well, the few that you do, I'm sure. This is not the reason that they come to the hook, line, and sinker. Drinks all around.
You see he kind of squints at you and then just kind of nods as he goes and starts filling up tankards. But you don't really get like a happy response.
Yeah, I'm curious what kind of response there is.
It's more just like, well, I guess. Like, no one's exactly excited by it, but no one's turning it down either.
Okay.
These ones over here, these free?
He pass.
Glenn kind of looks up from what he's doing. He says, "Aye, the half pints are always free. One per visitor."
Monty's going to grab one. Says, "Alright, well, I'm gonna go get us rooms at the inn. I'll be back in a bit."
All right. Do you
And he
drink
just
it?
Yeah, he drinks it and walks out.
As
Just
you
takes
drink
the
it,
gravy
it's
and
one of the
leaves.
finest tasting ales you've ever had. In fact, you feel almost compelled to buy a second.
Monty wants to make an Arcana check.
Haunted?
As you just like
See
take a
if it-
sip of it and stare down in disbelief, like, how the fuck?
What sorcery? What genuine sorcery is this?
Yeah.
Absolutely no magic effect. It's just that good.
Oh, what?
There's got to be something wrong with this ale. It's got to be made with people or something in order to make it like.
That's exactly
It
what's
is, in
going
fact.
through Monty's mind.
It is in fact
And he just
actual
nods
factual.
and he
oat
just
piss.
eyes a second glass.
I mean, everybody knows that
Piss.
people is the universal seasoning. It just
So
makes
like,
everything better.
as you like pick up a pint, you turn to go get rooms at the inn, and you take a swig. You stare at it in disbelief, assuming that it's magic, and then you turn and walk up to the bar and get another.
I do?
Is that what you said?
Oh no, he looks back thinking about it, but he's gonna go get us rooms.
Okay.
He will be back.
All right. Yeah, so Monty, as you step out into the cold, the door kind of closes behind you, and you walk across the street to the northern light. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do this Monty bit, and then we'll return to the inn or the tavern. So as you walk
Commercial
across,
break.
so you walk across the street and you open up the door into the inn. You see a younger woman standing behind like the counter there, reading a book. She looks up and gives you kind of this bright smile and says, "Oh, welcome. We haven't had many visitors, not recently anyway. What can I do for you?"
Howdy, darling. Sounds like we're both sides for each other's sore eyes. Just got into town, looking to get some rooms for me and my compatriots.
"Oh, absolutely. Just a moment. Let me get my sister. She's the one who handles all the check-ins." You see she kind of gets up and blushes and kind of walks into the back room. and you hear that kind of a muffled conversation, this kind of bright, high-pitched voice of the girl that you just spoken to, and this kind of lower-pitched, kind of gruffer voice. Soon the back door kind of swings open as this other woman kind of just pushes the door open, and you see this kind of shorter, stockier, older woman who looks like the younger woman. They definitely could be related. And she kind of looks you up and down and says, "Well, what will it be then?"
Looking for 4 rooms if you got them, ma'am.
Aye, I get 4 rooms. How many nights?
Probably just the one. But we'll see what happens over at the tavern.
Well, if you and your lot get a bit too drunk at the tavern, you might as well just stay there. I'm not cleaning up your messes.
Oh, I'm sure if the mess is gonna get made, it's gonna get made over there.
And she pulls out 4 brass keys from under the counter and hands them to you.
How much?
Good question. Let's see.
While you're looking at charts, same for the drinks.
So this is going to be 5 silver pieces each room per night.
Alright, he'll drop 2 gold down.
She kind of nods and goes back into the back room.
Does her sister come back out?
Her sister was standing behind her.
Oh. So, you said you haven't had people for a while. I heard tale of a group of workers that came up around here looking for Spire up north. Did they stay here on their way?
They did, but they never returned. A group of explorers came by this way with a strange fellow, I believe.
Dressed in red?
Give me a second. He had a red scarf, black coat, black pointed hat. I believe his name was Dazan. Strange
Who
fellow.
come back?
No, none of them did, in fact. But that would have been nearly a month ago now.
Well, can you show me to my room? I want to put my bag and stuff away.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right this way. And she'll walk down the hall and lead you to your room.
Alright, well, thank you kindly, darling. If you got time later on, meet up with us at the tavern. Friend's buying a bunch of rounds, apparently.
I have far too many things to do here. My sister would be very upset if I were to skip out on work early.
Well, upset it seems like her default. Can't do much worse than that.
Oh, that is her in a good mood.
Alright, well. Monty's gonna go into his room and he's going to change out of his coat and hat and put on just a thicker winter coat, change his boots and his pants, and he's gonna head back over.
All right.
On his way, transform into a dwarf. He's getting a second free drink.
In the meantime,
Jesus.
what's going on at the tavern?
Fluke has found the free half pints and is curiously lapping at it.
It's very good as far as ale goes.
I drink it.
And you want another.
I'll go to get another free one.
Down. Enters the tavern after everybody else. Kind of scans around to find them an empty spot. And will also partake of the half pint of beer or ale.
Yeah, as you
It's
take
very good.
as you take one, you see Floof kind of finishes theirs and reaches up for a second one of the free ones.
It's
Does anybody stop Floof?
apparently
I'm
not.
I'm not
Nope,
paying
let
attention.
it happen.
All right, so
I'm at the bar.
Vaka will move the little other one out of the way. We will get you a much bigger one, Floof.
What?
We have to pay for these.
What?
Vaka will hand Floof the rest of her free half pint and shoo us across to a table.
Hey, no sharing.
that's fine. As long as there's only one taken. Yeah, so you guys find a... Do you guys want to sit, like, in the middle of the room, or do you guys want to sit, like, off towards the side?
Calder would want to go off towards the side.
Of course he would.
Very Strider-like.
Brooding spot, yeah, I was just thinking.
Or maybe I just kind of want to use my my lip reading ability if anybody's starting to talk and whatnot.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, so you guys kind of go off to a table near the edge of the room as Glenn continues to serve out the rest of the free round that that Shaltari bought for everybody. Let's see. So typically a mug of ale is like 4 or 5 copper pieces. Yeah, so it's 5 copper pieces each, and you see there are about 35 people in here, including yourselves. Or sorry, not counting yourselves. So 35 plus the 6 of you, so that's 41. So 205 copper pieces, or
Yeah.
20 silver, 2 gold.
Yeah. I'll slap a couple gold on the table. I'll slap 3 gold on the table.
Yeah. So
And kind of lean into Glenn.
yeah, Glenn kind of gets to your guys' table last. You put the 3 gold on the table. He kind of scoops them and puts them into his kind of apron pouch. And he, thank you kindly there, Shaltari. Haven't seen you this way in quite some time.
I'm surprised you remember me. It has been a long time, hasn't it?
And he just kind of gestures to you,
All of you.
and he's like, "You're a hard face to forget."
Aw. But what of everyone else's faces? Glenn, why is everybody... I don't know. Not the typical patronage you usually get here.
Kind of just looks around. He says, "Well, I suppose everyone's in a bit of a foul mood these days. You see, since the ferry out of East Haven has stopped, not much travel comes up the road as it's covered in ice and snow. I haven't seen too much of the rest of the 10 towns. In fact, until you guys walked in this door, I'm sure some of them might believe that there aren't any left. Been feeling quite abandoned these days."
How so? Have you been Have you been attempting travel?
We've tried. We've sent a few down to East Haven. But when they return, they have little to offer. The speaker at East Haven says he has little to give as far as aid.
What kind of aid are you looking for?
Firewood, food. Clothing, anything really to survive the winter. But you know how East Haven is. It was living the lap of luxury down in the big cities.
Yes, they're very
Never
proud of
gave too
themselves,
much-
aren't they?
Never gave too much care for us up here. Even less so now.
I'm sorry to hear that, Glenn. And, yeah, I kind of just go back to, well, look down at my drink. I mean, I want to get some food too. We haven't eaten. We plan on being here for some time, so I'll talk to you later. I don't want to keep you too long.
Kind of nods. And as he kind of steps away, he turns back and just says, by the way, he kind of looks at the whole table. No tabs. You pay as you go. Last group of outsiders we had here left themselves quite a big tab before heading off into the tundra. Never returned and never paid.
You remember any details about these people?
Some southern boy, I believe his name was Dazan, wore some strange pointed hat, talking about some place you needed off in the dale. Had a group of miners with him. Guess they were trying to dig something up. I don't know. But they never came back. So, pay as you go, no tabs.
Yes. We understand. Where did he say? Did he say where they were going to dig? Did he mention that?
Someplace. Let's see. Someplace,
Yeah.
he said, I'm not sure. He said it was someplace out east. Past the lake.
And how long ago?
It's been about a
In
month.
case we run into them, I've had good times here. I don't like the idea of somebody shorting you, Glenn.
It's been about a month.
That is a while.
I'm sure the Dale took care of them. Don't see many surviving out there for that long. Especially not some southern boy.
Monty is hiding. All
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah. They
God.
do not as hardy as us up here, and they do enjoy fried. What was it? Was that KFC?
Sure was.
Okay. How very cliche.
As you kind of finish up this conversation with Glenn, as he kind of walks away from the table, you hear the door to the tavern open, and in strolls a dwarf you guys are all familiar with.
Bricks.
What's this?
Oh, Grix, where the
Free
hell
beer.
have you been?
Haha. Well, I've been around. ran into Monty and he said, "Come right on over. There was free beer."
Well, it's just like him, isn't it?
What did you do to Monty?
What? Oh boy. Well, have a seat. Tell us, what have you been up to? I'm like kind of being a little louder than usual.
I can fill you in later. I'm just here for a pint, and then I gotta get back off to, the business that I'm about.
Oh, well,
Mm,
But
we haven't seen you in so long. Why don't you stay a while and catch up?
Oh,
well, buy me a drink and I will.
I already have.
I'd rather sleep in the tundra than listen to this.
I wander up to Calder and I tap him on the shoulder and I hiccup a little bit and then I say, I think that dwarf ate Monty.
God damn it.
I
No.
don't trust him.
Yeah. Keep your eyes on that one.
Okay. What?
No. Just give him the look.
The look.
Sorry, is there a reason that our suspicions have grown when he changes his identity?
You've met this dwarf before, Floof.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but it's
I know.
Okay.
I don't know where
Calder's fucking
I
with
don't know where
Floof now.
Monty went,
All
and I don't
right.
trust this dwarf very much.
All right. Oh, okay.
He shows up at weird times. And there's
Shows-
something.
He shows
about
up
him.
every time
that is-
Monty's up to no good.
Yes. There's something about him to Floof's like
He smells
senses.
like Monty.
He smells like Monty.
does smell like Monty. That's why I think he ate Monty or did something to Monty. I just don't trust him. Okay, so I just sit on the table drinking my ale and staring right at him.
I swear we have had this conversation.
Yep, we have.
Okay.
I would like to kind of get a read of the room, see if there's any conversations being had that I can sort of eavesdrop with my eyeballs.
None of much significance. As the initial kind of shock of you guys being there kind of fades, they kind of get back to their normal everyday conversations. Most of them are just talking about fishing, good spots that they've been able to find out on the frozen lake. There's some conversation about the speaker and how he's wandering around drunk as always, and a little bit of disdain because it appears to that there have been a series of disappearances, not of people but of things. Somebody says there's another break-in over at Travars. There's someone took the lantern from the inn. This drunk speaker is not able to do anything about it. Spends too much time sipping from his flask than he does actually looking into these thefts, things like that.
Father will lean in towards Sheltari vodka and Grisk. Seems like Tom's being hit by somebody with sticky hands. A lot of theft going on.
Vodka automatically looks at Grix.
Funny enough, Grix, you know from reading through the papers on the Duragar's desk that they were responsible for these thefts, as they were sending Duragar into the town looking for magical items and any pieces of Chardolin that they could find.
Which was probably was the Durgar that we handled that was doing it.
Oh.
Well, hopefully that put a stop to it then. But
Yeah, they shouldn't have any issues with stuff going missing around here. No more.
I mean,
I would hope not.
there was at least 2 different groups of them that we know of.
Yeah, I would prefer if nothing else goes missing, since people apparently know me here. And I would hate to be implicated in any missing items. But I'm curious about that group that Glenn mentioned, the ones heading east. He didn't give any details as to like their appearance or anything. He didn't really give any descriptions of
I
them,
mean,
right?
he-
except for
he-
that one person.
Yeah, he said he described the one. The rest of the party were basically just your typical 10-towners.
Okay.
There weren't anything remarkable
Yeah.
about any of them.
And what was the
Yeah,
name
but what
of
were
that
all of their
again?
names?
No, just the one. What was the name? One name?
Viren?
Dazan.
Dazan.
That is the wizard that you guys watched get executed. You guys know. Yeah, you guys watched him get executed in East Haven. You know that he is a red wizard, and you know that he is a member of the Arcane Brotherhood.
How long ago did we see him get burned?
I mean, like, less than a week ago, wasn't it?
No, it's probably been a couple weeks since
Okay.
you guys went to East Haven for the first time.
Okay.
Because you went to
But
East
less
Haven.
than a month.
Yeah, it's been less
Yeah.
than a month. Because you guys because you went to East Haven,
Travel
saw
time.
that, and then went down to Goodmead. And then you went back up to Termalaine. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks, I believe.
I didn't remember his name. Fuck. Oh well.
And then you know from the correspondence of Hiln that Dazan had hired a group of people out of Bryn Shander to kind of go up on this expedition to uncover that spire. After they had uncovered it, he killed the group. However, one survived and was able to make it back to Bryn Shander. And that's the person who told Hiln of the spire that you are now looking for. So knowing all that, and then knowing what Glenn said, you can probably easily piece together that this expedition this group of people that he's talking about was the expedition that uncovered the spire. And the reason that they never returned is because he killed them.
Yikers.
And the reason
There's
he
a
never
lot.
returned is because he was taken to he got the group out of East Haven. That's why he was executed in East Haven.
Oh boy. Oh. Starting to feel like Charlie with the red strings.
Pepe Silva.
Start
Pepe
drawing
Silva.
red strings on the maps.
Look, it's super simple, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for the most part, the happenings going on in this town, you guys have already resolved by
Some of it,
clearing out
yeah.
those Duragar.
I suppose I suppose all there really is left to do, and like as I'm talking, I am like sliding my cup back towards Floof, and
What's your con modifier, Floof?
1.
1. Okay. Yeah.
I've
so
had 3 drinks now.
all right. So 3 drinks. Okay.
One half pint, another half pint.
which are full drinks.
For
So you've
Floof, yes.
had. Yeah. Okay. You're fine. You're not drunk yet.
Is to take a visit to old Asinus and see if we can't get the payment that our friend Monty seemed so keen on. I just pat my bag. It's a little too big for me right now.
Hey, your bag looks mighty heavy there. Want me to take it over to the room that I know Monty got for you?
Oh no, it's fine. I plan on visiting an acquaintance.
Well, I've got something to be about, so
Mhm.
see you all later.
Yes, you are a
I'm
busy
going
dwarf.
I'm going to lean forward a little tipsy on my toes, and I just grab his face like this.
And your hand, your paw hand things sink a little into his face.
Like through the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I grab it and I go, "What did you do
Oh my God.
to Monty?"
I didn't do a thing to it.
Now hold on. If Floof interacted with the illusion, does that
What?
does that
Oh.
mean?
Oh, Floof
What?
should be able to see me and the illusion around me, right?
Right now, just now.
What's the?
Yeah, I think if you interact with it,
What's the spell?
it's disguise self.
Yeah, I mean you got to make a
Well, hold on.
a save or a check or something.
It
Click it.
might work differently. Give me a second.
No, that's Rose.
Because if Floof makes this revelation here and now,
Because I think he might. I think it functions like disguise self, but I think he might physically be changing himself. I need to actually double check that.
is it the warlock thing?
No.
Oh,
Well, while you're checking that, I do have a handout for Trovus, the town speaker, if you guys want to see the art for that.
Yeah.
didn't I mean? Oh, I guess it's just a token, but
Aw.
yeah.
He just looks surly and just.
No,
looks
never
like-
mind.
He's asleep.
It's not an illusion. Monty actually changes into
Huh.
this.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I do grab the beer.
Oh
face.
dear. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Okay. What do tell Monty?
I did no such thing to him, and I can prove it.
Okay.
I'll go send him here now.
Where is Monty? I squish your face a little bit.
He's at the inn.
Oh. Okay, thank you, please. I jump off the table and I land a little bit like staggery, and then I straighten back out and I start jogging off towards the I don't know where I'm going.
This is the greatest Hardy Boys novel I've ever seen.
Jesus.
Alright. Chris is gonna go back and into the inn and change back into Monty and come back.
All right, so you walk past Floof, who's kind of wandering around the town square, trying to figure out which building the inn is.
Let's not lose Floof in this town.
As you walk
a small
around
town, it's
and leave the tavern, Vaka puts her ale down with a clink. And stands up in all of her giant Goliath size. And like that creepy way where the kids want to like walk to school by themselves. So as a parent, you kind of stay like a block and a half behind. Just kind of
I'm all
follows
too
Floof
familiar.
into the town square
Yeah, as you
and
watch,
watches them try
the
to
d-
find the tavern.
you watch
the
the
inn.
dwarf walk right into the inn.
Like a minute later, Monty walks out.
I'm coming around from the side of a building that's completely wrong, and I see Monty, and I go, "Oh, Monty, you're okay."
Yeah, were you worried about me, Flu?
Yes, that dwarf. I do not trust him.
Oh, I wouldn't trust him either.
No.
Floof
Yes.
has a very good judge of character. And she
Yes.
kind of like puts an arm around Monty and starts to lead them back to the tavern.
Yes, I judge.
There's something shifty about him, right?
Shifty. What is it?
50 Floof means no good, crafty, trickster,
Ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well.
dishonest ne'er-do-well.
Oh, dwarf is ne'er-do-well. But he does not eat you. Is okay.
Do we see, while we're out here, do we see Trovis, like, wandering around at all?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so as you guys are kind of standing there in the middle of the town square, kind of talking about this ne'er-do-well dwarf, you do see a silver dragonborn kind of stumbling down the streets near the dock. He's got a bottle in one hand, and he has his hand on the hilt of a sword, and it's scabbard on his hip. And you see he kind of walks up to like a pile of like crates and stuff sitting next to one of the longer buildings along the docks, and he reaches down and rips open one of the lids and yells, "I've got you now!"
Oh,
Oh. And then he closes it. Gave me the slip again.
oh no.
As he kind of wanders towards another building.
What in the world?
As you see, he gets closer to you. He
Speaker
like
they are talking about.
he points to you guys standing there and says, "Whoa there, outsiders, thieves! Show me your hands, or I'll take them."
Hello, I am Floof.
Floof, the name of a scallywag if I'd ever heard one. He kind of hiccups.
Okay. Hurry now.
What
Wait, are you guys
trespass?
outside?
What
Yeah.
trespasses have you been up to this evening? Be honest and be quick
Only
about it.
sampling your town's ale. To which we are going to buy some more.
Kind of looks you up and down.
More.
I've never known a Goliath to be a thief or a liar. But
And
there's a
you
first
haven't
for
met
everyone.
one yet.
Kind of stumbles.
Sorry, all
Okay.
we're doing in town is drinking.
I can respect that.
I thought I could.
Who is in the barrel?
Well, there's thieves afoot, and I plan to sniff them out. Now you
Afoot?
swear now before me in the light of Lathander that you are up to no good, not up. You tell me right now that you're not doing anything of suspicions.
I don't
We-
know what this is language is.
We
Sorry, sir, but
We
we're trying not to let this one swear. It's a bad habit for him.
Vaka puts their hands out and puts a hand on Floof and says, "We solemnly swear that we are not up to no good."
and not
Oh.
only that, but I believe your no-gooders responsible have actually been taken care of.
And
You're
how
welcome.
would you know that?
Monty, could you show him the?
Are you familiar with the Duergar?
Dura who?
All right, yeah, I thought so.
The Dugar.
Anywho, we ran into these people up in an outpost, and it looks like they got this list here of shit that they were stealing from y'all. And I'll pass it over.
You see, like, he grabs it and tries to read it, and, like, closes one eye, leans back, kind of burps.
Vaka just looks disapprovingly at him.
Grey dwarves. I fought and slayed many grey dwarf in my day. Not an easy opponent to vanquish. You say you cleared out outpost.
Yeah. Pro tip: they burn.
Kind of looks around. He's like, "Come." Kind of motions you to come in a little closer.
I scurry up to on his shoulder.
Oh, all right then. So he kind of stumbles under your weight a bit. Look, I have a proposition for you. It would do me mighty well if the people in town believed that I was responsible for ending this particular string of nonsense and thievery.
And
I'll pay you
thievery.
25 gold pieces, which was the reward for clearing out the said outpost, if you say that that is what it was. And we will tell everyone in town that I had hired you to rid us of our troubles. I look like a wonderful speaker that I am, and you guys get to put a little extra gold in your pocket.
Okay.
No,
deal.
not so fast. Before anyone shakes hands or claws,
No offense
we do
taken.
this. We do this for you.
Prices.
That's an objective observation. We do this for you. And you stop observing the monthly tribute to the Rime.
Well, monthly tribute. I mean, I could suggest such a thing, but I don't know how well it would be received.
Yeah, what do y'all even tribute anyway?
Food. On the new moon, we hang a few of those knucklehead trout out there on the lake shore and let the wild take it.
The fish.
Correct. Master Floof. Fish.
We do this for you, and you do everything in your power to make that happen.
All right. You
and we
tell.
still get paid.
Oh, well. See, now we're complicating things.
I'm glaring sleepy daggers at Monty. And I just like kind of slap my bag.
Okay. 2 fish.
All right. We
The
won't
art
leave
of
the
the
gold,
deal.
but
Move.
sir, you can buy us a couple of rounds of drinks. How about that?
Works for me. Why don't we all head to the hook right now and let the town know how wonderful their speaker is?
Okay. Thank you, police.
Well, we
Mm,
did just leave, but maybe, I think I actually might have left something at our table. Sure, why not?
I switch shoulders. I leap off of his shoulder and I land on Calder's shoulder.
Right.
You get a welcoming scritch.
I
And
am
I said to
very
him-
glad we didn't put Floof in full plate now.
I said to
Uh,
him, I like that one.
So
He's
you
certainly
see,
a character.
he stretches out his hand. Do we have a deal?
Reach my hand out.
All right. So as you grab his hand to shake it, you see he pulls you in and kind of says into your ear, not so much as a whisper as he intends, and breath that it just reeks of alcohol. And he says,
It's a hug.
"Now don't you cross me. I am not one to be crossed." And then he kind
Counts
of
as a
lets you
hug.
go and like pat you on the shoulder. Well then, I believe we do have an announcement to make. As he turns and heads towards the hook.
Oh. I mean, I'm following.
All right. So as
As
you
we go,
I
as we go
see.
there, as we're walking, I tell the speaker about this dwarf who is shifty and to beware this. I do not trust him.
Oh boy.
It's wise, young Floof, to not trust the shiftiest of fellers.
Yes, I am was.
The wisest amongst the group, I can surely tell.
Yes.
You see, as he turns back, he pushes the door to the hook open and he says, "People of Carricknig, your speaker is here to speak unto you some great news of my doing. I have hired this here adventuring party to take care of the ne'er-do-wells who have plagued our town for so long. They have been successful in finding the perpetrators of the thieveries that have been afoot. They have found that it had been a group of grey dwarves up in the hills. They have taken care of them post-haste. We can all rest a little easier tonight because of me and my wisdoms." And kind of looks around to a crowd who does not seem as enthusiastic as he would hope. And you see, he kind of turns to, I'll say Calder, you're kind of standing next to him, and he says, "Now would be a good time to begin to cheer."
Hip hip hooray.
We did it.
Did you
I
not
say.
did you not hear?
You see Glenn.
Your
speaks up.
town's thievery has been stopped.
You see Glenn speaks up from the counter. He's like, "Oh, we heard. Did you recover any of the stolen items?" And
Couldn't carry it on us, but I can tell you where to go.
We
See,
took the goat.
see, there's like
how
there's a
Oh,
little bit
boy.
of clapping in the corner, and that's about it.
who here lost something?
Everyone's hand goes up.
Oh dear. See me at our table here in the corner. Inform me what you have lost, and we will see what we can do that you are properly compensated.
Okay. The
Calder
speaker.
shoots you a fucking look like, not my money.
I shoot a look back like,
And Monty shoots a look at another beer.
I
All
hop
right.
onto Monty's shoulder to get another one too.
I'm just like under my breath to Calder like, it's a 10 towns town. How much value could there possibly be?
All right, let's do it this way then. So we'll just say, you see the patrons of the tavern stand up and they form a queue, and as each one kind of approaches the table you're sitting at, Shaltari, they give you a rough estimate of what they have lost and the cost of it.
Now, you can tell me how to do this however you wish, but I am going to, try to see if anybody's making shit up or not as they go through this line.
All right, so you can go ahead and just roll a general insight check.
Okay. Oh.
All right, so you're able to suss out anybody who's feeding you bullshit and get them to tell you what they've actually lost. Go ahead and roll 4d10.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Not too bad.
So 12. Yeah, you find besides the missing lantern, which was magical in nature, they say that they've lost a total's worth of about 12 gold.
Oh, my crap.
Also, who gave out the money earlier? Because Floof doesn't have a need for money, so that probably
Calder
went to
gave
Vodka.
out the money.
Vodka definitely took the pieces of gold that Floof was not eating and chewing on.
Oh yeah, I did chew on one. I have one gold piece.
It was also somebody tells you that they lost 2 goats.
Oh, they are okay.
Every person.
They are okay. The goat.
Okay.
But
And
yeah, so
I pay
them all out.
I will pay them. I will pay
Alright.
them all out. And I will say circle of coins shines brightly this evening.
Yeah, so as you finish kind
Here
of
you
paying
are.
everybody their restitutions, the mood in the tavern elevates. People are congratulating you and the rest of your party. People are drinking a little bit more, having a little bit better time. Music actually begins to play. The speaker passes out in the corner.
After my fifth half pint. That's a pint.
Your second and a half pint.
Which I start to retell the story of killing the Dugar with the puppet show, and it is very hard to follow what is happening.
I thought it was going to be the fishing story.
Nope.
Let me tell you about my greatest conquest. There was this fish.
No,
that one would go over pretty well in a town of fishermen.
That's true. Okay, well, that's my second one. I do.
Yeah,
I do 2 stories. I'm loving the attention, and tell about both of them using puppets like sticks and socks and
Yeah.
booties.
The first story about the Durgar, they listen to kind of out of politeness. The second one, when you start talking about the giant fish that you fought, they get really into it and start buying you rounds and sharing other fishing stories with you.
What's new in corn? Oh yeah, corn is
And-
always interesting.
It gets
And-
very
Yeah.
drunk. I am too
Floof-
small for
Yeah,
this.
Floof gets way drunk. So yeah, as the night goes on, yeah, Shaltari finishes paying out restitutions. The mood in the town elevates. You guys are welcomed as heroes. Floof gets drunk telling fishing stories with some fishers. But yeah, then the night kind of winds down as everybody heads home, leaving the speaker passed out in the corner.
Oh, Monty would have been talking beer brewing with the bartender.
Trying to steal
Um,
his
Try and
secret.
get it how he makes it so good.
what do you say to try to get
Tell
him
me
to
your
reveal his
secrets.
secrets?
Alright.
Alright,
So-
keep your secrets.
He's like, man, I gotta tell you, this ale's something. Been having a little bit of a dwarven brew, and that was good, but you really know how to make it, don't you?
Oh, I don't make it.
You don't make it? Where you get it from?
I have a. Let's just say I have a special deal with a friend of mine out in the valley.
Huh. Think it could, think I could pay you to let me know who that is? Just so I can go get some for the road from him?
Just kind of shakes his head. He's like, "Look, if I told you who my contact is and he found out it was me who sent you, he'd cut me off faster. So, for the sake of my own establishment, no.
I don't get that. Why doesn't he want more people buying from him?
Well, he doesn't do it out of. He's not in it for the hustle.
What's he in it for then?
Relatable.
Well, I believe he just enjoys the craft of it.
Mm.
In fact, I'm not sure I should be talking too much about it.
Well, come on. He wouldn't be upset to have me there as a fan to appreciate it.
Look,
Just trust me.
You've tasted this mead. You know how good it is. Word gets out where it comes from. He'll be inundated with people asking him to brew more and more and more. He's a solitary fellow and he likes his alone time.
As he says that, you just hear Floof in the background go, "More! Please!"
You're cut off.
Look, I mean,
I don't serve children.
Overserve.
how about this? I can swear to you, I won't mention you at all to
Well, I'm the only one who knows him.
I'll just pretend I stumbled onto him.
I don't like the sound of this. You're trying to fuck around with my livelihood. That's what you're doing.
I would never fuck around with a fellow bar owner's livelihood. I used to own a place called Monty's down in Baldur's Gate.
I
Insight check.
yeah, I can't
Well,
help. No. If this goes south, if this blows up in your face or my face, it's no. The only thing that keeps this place open is this ale.
All right. I guess I'll just have to buy as much as I can while I'm here then.
Because you helped the town out, took care of the Duragar problem, I can part with a couple kegs.
I like you again. I like you again a lot. Yeah.
Oh my
Again.
god.
And he's just like, says, don't, us bar owners, we gotta stick together
Yeah.
in these tough times. As long as, you keep your business in Lonelywood.
Who said anything about a bar in Lonelywood?
She points at the drunk floof on the
I was
ground.
gonna say probably the Moose Hall is the best hall for the
Oh.
fish.
Look, I'll
Floof's
remember
singing.
this, and when the Moose Hole comes under the franchise of Monty's, and we've had a good run, I'll extend that offer to you eventually.
All right. You might want to take that one home.
Alright.
It's trying to burrow.
Stew's been available.
It's trying to burrow.
Watches all of this nonsense take place. Is probably sitting beside Calder. And kind of looks over and is like, if Loof vomits tonight, I am going to make them clean it up.
That's
And she'll kind of like stretch. Yep, she'll kind of like stretch her back a little bit. I miss the swimming hole and the summer.
Why? Been missing a lot of things. Miss summer. Miss having dogs. Miss the simple life.
Vaka will take like another big swallow of mead or ale and kind of look over it. Sholtari handing out gold to people. Monty wheeling and dealing. Floof talking about fish.
Fish.
She kind of like looks over at Calder and goes, do you ever stop to think that maybe not a lot of things have changed?
No, some things just merely adapt. Speaker.
She'll scoop up some stuff, and because we have been going around, just say, I'm going to feed Fiask.
I might pay a visit over to that little adventuring shop.
You'll have to wait till tomorrow. It's late now.
Might inquire about a sled.
A goat sled.
Would have really liked to have eaten some goat.
One day. Who knows? Maybe we'll make our way towards the Spine or another mountain range and find a good ram. I know it's not
That
the
she'll kind of
same.
look at you and said, she'll kind of look at you and say, if we ever make it to my village, my grandmother makes the greatest stew you have ever tasted.
Hold you to it.
And she'll just kind of continue watching Floof be weird, and Monty be wheeling and dealing, and Sholtari trying to put the worlds to right.
All right.
At the end of dispersal, then I will order another round of drinks.
Okay. Yeah, you see after that, like most of everybody's kind of filtering out and leaving. Glenn is cleaning up a little bit. He just throws a blanket over the top of the passed out speaker in one of the booths. He's kind of wiping down tables. He'll give you guys another round. He'll say, this one's on me. It's been a while since I've heard music in this place, so very much appreciated.
142. Oh, thank you kindly. But I was referring to the rest of the tavern.
Oh.
But yes, both. Both is good.
All right.
I'm singing the old bitey song.
Out of tune.
I am trying.
Well, I'm doing my
Sheltari.
best.
Sheltari is trying his hardest to like really bring this place back to what he remembered, and trying to like make everybody remember what the speaker did for this town.
Okay.
So repaying everyone, buying another round of drinks after all is said and done.
Yeah.
Do a toast to the speaker while he's passed out.
Yeah, the music. Oh, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll throw my glass up for a toast to Speaker Tolvrin.
Yeah. So by the end of the night, everyone's spirits are elevated. Music playing. People are happy. They do a toast to the speaker. And as everyone leaves for the night, most people are in a much cheerier mood than they were when you walked in. And it is much closer to the hook, line, and sinker that you remember. Even the passed out floof under the table humming the old bitey song.
Yeah.
Like, as long as
I'm
someone
half asleep.
as long as someone took the sinker, it's been a good night. But yeah, no, Glenn will come by. He'll give you guys a round on the house and thank you for, bringing a little bit of life back into his tavern.
Well, don't thank us, thank Tolvrin.
How much did he give you?
Going rate was 25 gold.
Did you get it?
We will.
We got our payment.
That's surprising.
And Vodka will and Vodka will look at Glenn and say, "We really did take care of that outpost of Grey Dwarfs."
Because I believe that part. I don't really believe that he had anything to do with it. But, it's not a harmful lie. It makes everyone in town feel a little bit safer. And if the threat is truly gone, happier people drink a little bit more. Leave a little bit bigger tips. So,
Hope is... Well, we might not be able to give you food or clothes, but we can give something.
I appreciate it. You're always welcome at the Hook, Sheltara, you know that.
Finish my drink and check on old Floof under the table.
Starry. Under all the snow.
You're not going to sleep there tonight, are you?
The snow?
The table. No. Let's go sleep in...
Vodka. Vodka will get up and scoop Floof. I say no.
Whoa,
They are not.
Whoa. Hello. Hi, I'm Floof.
Hello,
Luke,
Floof.
you feeling alright?
Alright.
Feeling sick in your stomach at all?
Why would you say that to somebody?
Because he said if there was a mess that was gonna get made, it was gonna get made here.
Oh.
All right.
Come on, Floof. It's time to sleep this off.
But anyway, yeah. So where we left off before break, you guys were at the hook, line, and sinker, kind of trying to lift the town's spirits, giving them some ease to know that the string of thievery has come to an end, as you made restitutions to the townsfolk for what they had lost. We finished before break with you guys going back to the tavern and calling it a night. And we can go ahead and pick up that next morning as you all wake.
Nope.
Some of you wake a little bit easier than others.
Before we went to bed, I would have made sure to put a large basin of water next to Floof.
Pour it on my face.
I don't know. Put your face in it,
Pain's nose goes away.
drink from it. I don't know. It's water. You do whatever you want with it.
Yes, I
Right.
dump it all over me.
Okay.
It is the 26th. Vodka, you know that the full moon is on the 28th. I think. Hold
2
on.
more days.
Let me double check.
That is what
Psych, it was last night.
what Oyame said.
Oh, sorry. I'm in the wrong month. The full moon is tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
We gotta go.
Who
I
invited?
mean that's fine. Like we don't really have any other business yet.
Business.
We'll see if that continues to be the case.
Oh.
I mean-
Werebears and Carricknig.
I mean, I don't think you guys have any other business here except just to start your trek out to,
Unless we're gonna sell anything.
Well, I'm gonna go visit
Someone
Miss-
has some
Mr.
stuff.
Swift.
Taylor?
No, Atinus.
over at the Frozen Far
Vodka
expedition.
will
Yes.
kind of scoop Floof up in their little satchel, kind of like a little papoose.
A little bubble.
Like, I imagine Vodka has a bag, and then there's just a Floof on the bag, like, And we'll cart
if
them
Floof's
about
in rough
until they are
shape,
of sound mind.
Monty's gonna dig into his rations, where he's got a jar with just like one last pickle in it. He'll eat the pickle and then just pass the open jar over to Floof.
I dump it on my head like the water.
Reeking of pickles.
Oh no.
I smell like beef.
So now
I smell like pickles.
I
Floof
smell
smells
like
like
beef.
pickles.
I smell like pickles.
Hangover
Okay,
plus pickle equal beef.
Okay.
I am the beef.
I smell like beef.
I smell like
Okay.
beef.
So, as you guys are getting ready for your journey out to the Spire, Shaltari, I don't know if it's just you or if any other people are going over to the
I think.
Calder will
Far
join.
Frozen.
Yeah,
Far
Calder. Yeah,
Frozen.
Calder said
or
that he
Frozen
had
Far, sorry.
interest.
Yeah. As you guys walk into this building, you can see it is just packed. Every shelf is full of expedition gear. There's snowshoes. Anything you could really want or need for trekking out into the tundra is here. You see there is a dwarf, a female shield dwarf is working. They're kind of stocking shelves and checking inventory. And then behind the counter, kind of going through their ledger, you see a male human, older. He's got kind of gray hair, kind of grizzled looking face. You recognize the older man as Atnus Swift, and you recognize the dwarf Shaltari as Jartha Farzash. As the door kind of opens, there's a little bit of bell chimes, and Atnus kind of looks up from what he's doing and sees you walk in, and he says, "Hey, been a minute since I've seen your face in here, Shaltari.
Oh,
What brings you all the way out here?"
oh, well, I don't know if you were part of the celebration. Last night there were a lot of faces and a lot of drinks. Did you hear what the speaker has done for your town?
News reached me this morning. I don't quite make it to the hook much anymore. You see as he kind of gets up from his stool, kind of winces a little bit with pain of age. And
Oh. Well, if you ever find the time and energy to do so, it's hopefully much like it used to be.
well, it's good to hear. The town could use a little bit of happiness these days. But
And I'm
I doubt you
There
made
is
it
no-
your way all the way to Frozen Far just for a friendly chat.
not just that, no, but also to spread the news and hopefully partake in some of the future fortune and happiness that your town will have now. I have a few things that we found in our travels that I was wondering if you would be interested in purchasing, since this will likely become a destination of choice in the future now that things have cleared up. Or is that too optimistic?
I appreciate your optimism, but why don't you show me what you've got? We'll start there.
So, record scratch, rewind noises before we set out. Like back in the inn, I would have asked Calder if there was anything that what is your plan when we get to the frozen? What was it?
Frozen Far?
It is Frozen Far. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Just gonna inquire to see how much dog sled and a couple dogs would be, but at the same time, I don't know. Probably should save my money, really. I do have that crag cat armor that I gotta pay off.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay. So you don't plan on selling anything then?
Hmm. Depends.
No wares.
Are we splitting the plate?
That was my intent. Yes.
Hmm.
If you have no wares to sell, then we can be on our way out. Curious.
Yeah, we'll just stop by in there, see what they got, see how much you can get that plate for.
Okay. Hard cut. So I would have cast Distort Value on the plate mail.
Charlatan.
Alright. You know this guy does know who you are, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Like I said, we just recently found it in the
Alright.
Durgar outpost.
It
It was like this when we found it. Seems in very, very good condition.
Right, since he knows you, he'll offer you full price on the plate, 1,500.
I'm sorry. Is that before the? Or is that after the effects of the spell?
Store value do?
What the hell, you see?
Is he gonna know you did that?
He's going to know that something did it.
You can cast a spell on an object no more than 1 foot on a side. don't think that it was going to work on a full set of armor.
Ah, I'll sell it to you in individual pieces.
He'll offer you 1,500 gold pieces.
Okay. Was there anything else?
Tried
I
both.
thought. Listen, it's
Hold on.
the spell has one purpose, and I plan to use it when I can.
Yeah, for sure.
Was there anything else that I thought I had something else, but I guess I don't.
Monty.
There was
Oh,
anything else?
Monty's got something he could have Chaltari sell for
Yeah.
him. Yeah. So he'll hold his
Blind.
like up to him, be like, I think this I really don't have a use for this potion on the right here. Can you grab that for me, Chaltari?
I suppose so. What is it?
Potion of vitality.
Well, I can certainly try. I'm not sure how to.
Unless we want to keep that, it does cure exhaustion. And any disease or poison.
Sure, I'll hold
We
on.
should
I'll
probably
take it
keep
for
it.
you.
Something that would cure exhaustion would probably be a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Or a barbarian too. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I've just got no use for it,
Okay then.
personally.
So,
Oh yeah, I'll hold on to it.
selling the plate armor, are you buying anything?
Sell the plate armor. So
Roughly how long has it been since Calder struck that deal with the smithy in Brinshander for the crack gut armor?
Did you write the date down?
Not the date, but I know it was 2 months of time that was given to Calder before they just straight up
Alright.
sell it without him.
I'll say it's been
Getting it.
a month then. So it'll be the 26th of next month.
100.
Plenty of time.
Okay.
But if I want to buy dogs on a sled,
Well,
it's
how
not gonna
much?
be
How much?
plenty of time.
Well, how much? Do you have a dog sled?
Yeah.
And
you
preferably dogs to pull it.
So a dog sled costs 20 gold pieces, and then it costs 50 gold for a dog to pull it, and it would take 2 dogs to pull a sled, and one sled can carry 2 people.
That's why Calder would be pretty much wiped out.
Outdoor.
What
Right,
about the
so-
300? What if the 300 gold that I put in your palm?
I mean, with 300 gold,
That's
you know, they would leave
is it
Calder with
375 because Floof doesn't take a cut?
I mean, I was just going to give Vodka 600 gold and figure that out.
Baka will help Calder pay for the crag cat armor. Like, she does not need to be carrying the exorbitant amount of gold she is amassing by
Or-
being
Call-
Floof's
Calder.
caretaker.
You need more money.
Oh, you made it.
I just say miserably from behind Vodka's head.
Yeah, I mean, if
Just
you guys
thinking.
want to get dog sleds and enough dogs to pull them for the whole group, you need 3 sleds and 6 dogs.
I have Fiask, so I don't need to be pulled.
That's too many.
Oh,
So
that's a good point.
2 sleds with 4 dogs.
That's just
20, 40 for the
also don't need
sleds,
them.
and then
280
yeah, it'd be 280 total.
or 240.
240.
It'd be
Two-
240 because 120 is a 1 sled, 2 dogs.
Okay, Kador, you need more money.
Shamefully, yes.
No, your
Okay.
your success is our success.
Okay. To the shop owner, I pull out my net that is just beat to shit and patched so many times, and I hold it up and I say, please, the more money.
You want to sell your net?
Oh no
Who
no
is
no!
trying to
well,
sell their
don't-
net?
Don't
That is
sell.
worth less. That is worth less
Yeah.
than zero money.
I
To
I
help.
I pass a little. I pass a pouch of coin. I just like kind of just subtly hand it to Floof and say, "Give this to Calder. He needs it." Or do what you want with it. Here, this is yours.
Okay.
Floof eats it.
Okay. Kador, I got the money.
Oh my god.
Are you
Here.
sure, Floof?
Here you go. The money. No thank you, please. I will keep my net.
You'll get many rides.
Yeah, he's very
much as you want in the
disappointed that he
dog
doesn't
sled.
get to buy that net.
He's
Super,
relieved. He's like,
super bummed.
no, I
I
can
bet
hear him
because
go.
he's taking a net loss on it.
Oh my god.
God damn it!
Eh,
Oh boy.
Suck me out of the character, sir. God.
All right. So, yeah, you buy 2 sleds and 4 dogs. He'll help you get that set up. He'll take you into the kennel so you can get the 4 dogs, and then help
they
give you
have
the harnesses and
names?
stuff. And you can name them.
Okay.
You jerks.
er.
Balto, 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 and Balto.
No.
Okay, one of them.
Balto, and Jason.
Dog,
Mr. Shaltari, I'll work off this
Dog.
debt to you.
dog. Also dog.
All right. So now fully mounted with dogs and sleds and an axe beak, you
Who's on the
guys can
second sled?
move much quicker. So with dog sleds, you can now move 24 miles in a day of travel compared to the 8 that you were moving before. So that means you guys can get to the Spire in a half a day.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah.
As we're like,
No, when we're getting started, Monty hops on to like the back stand-up area. He's like, "All right, giddy up,"
It's not
and
how
I
that.
assume they don't go anywhere.
And they just kind of sit and look at you.
So-
Yeah,
Floof
so
also has their like head tilted to the side, looking at Monty.
one sled is you're gonna have to ride double, and then one person can ride alone unless you want to buy a third.
I dibs the alone. Kidding.
I just figured
Uh,
you were riding on the axe beak with Vodka.
yeah, I figured. I mean, yeah, 2 people per
I
sled,
can,
right?
I can just sit on anybody's shoulder and ride along. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's 2 people per sled. Vodka's got their
Yeah.
axe beak.
Yeah, so you can ride with Vodka. We got 2 people on the sled.
Yeah, 2
Hold
people
on, I'm
on
writing down my
one.
dog's names.
Who's riding together and who's riding separate?
Well, Calder's piloting one, so
Monty's attempting to pilot the other.
I'll hop on with Monty,
All right.
and as we'll,
All right. So as you guys make your way out of town, you head to the spot where you were told to meet back up with Omaye. Oyame, sorry. Oyame, and yeah, they see you approach and kind of wave you down.
as we're traveling, I suppose I don't know if you probably already marked it down or not, but Monty, you just see a pouch of coin kind of appear in front of your face as you're piloting this sled. This is why sometimes refusing payment is the same thing as an investment.
All right. Is just his cut of the 300?
Yeah,
Or-
this is your 300.
Yeah, we turned out on the positive.
And you said that's gold pieces?
Yep. Three.
Jesus.
Everybody gets 300 gold.
Oh,
Because
no.
we got
Calder-
15. Because we got 1,500 gold instead of 750. Because
Now all Calder needs is 150 gold for Cragcat armor, and then he'll not need anything else ever
You say
again.
that now.
You guys, Vodka currently has 882 gold pieces.
Holy shit!
Mhm.
So Vodka will just give you money. Like, can we just play we move this to what's it, platinum
Mom.
pieces for how many gold pieces?
Can I have another token for the ride?
1 platinum is 10
I ran
gold.
out of tokens for the ride.
Christ.
Mom.
Is there like a banking
Can I
system?
have a corn
Or am I
dog?
just-
Healy got a corn dog. Why don't
We
I get
got
a
corn dogs
dog?
at home.
But I want the Dippin' Dots. They're the future ice cream, Mom.
Oh my God. And they've
I
been
don't
the
like
future
this
of ice cream for the
flavor.
past fucking 20
Definitely
years.
the past of ice
30
cream at this
years.
point.
But yeah, so you guys approach OMA. See, she kind of waves you guys down and walks up to the dogs and pets one of them and says, traveling in style, I see.
God damn it, Travis. We figured you wouldn't be on the road with us forever, so it's probably a wise thing to make sure that we've got stable travel at least.
Well, do you know you're heading?
General direction.
All right. Well, I guess you can take the reins then, Calder. And she steps on the back of your sled. You feel the skis of it kind of sink into the snow, growing a little bit, and you feel these big bear paws just like on your shoulder.
Everybody ready?
Vodka feels amazing being in the saddle with Fiask again, who, as a stubborn bird, is not letting these dogs get the better of them, and it keeps pace.
All right.
Calder will call out to his dogs, Fellwinter, Frostmire! And then he'll just give a little click.
It takes them, you see they strain a little bit and then pull a little harder to get over that first bit of inertia. But once they start moving, you guys start flying across the tundra. 2 dog sleds and an axe beak, making really good time. It's the fastest you guys have ever traveled.
This is too fast.
Yeehaw!
All right, you guys, let's see.
I put my arms out like I'm on the front of the ship.
Like your heart was gonna go on.
It takes you about half a day to cover the distance from the town to the Spire, because you can go so you go about 2 miles an hour. You can travel 24
Wow.
miles in a day with dog sleds. It's a 12-mile journey. So yeah, takes you about half the day. Let's see. Here we go. So, approaching the spire, a 20-foot high, irregular shaped spur of rock juts out of the tundra ahead of you. Its smooth and shiny surface cannot possibly have been worn down by the wind. No, this protrusion looks utterly out of place, as if it has been thrust into the ground. As you guys approach it, this lone kind of object begins to appear to you guys out of like the blowing snow and just like the white out ahead of you. As you get closer to it, you realize that this giant spire is kind of dominates the landscape here. Out of all of the ice and snow, it's kind of just jutting protrusion of black stone.
Is
Can't
it
you
made of
see it?
Chardlin?
It is not made of Chardalin.
We find it.
We find it, but I'm looking for
Let's see
anything
if I
left
have-
over from others that were here.
Let's see if I have a handout for it. Give me just a second. I have too many notes open.
Loof,
What?
do you think you can find anything that might have belonged to others that were here before us?
I can look for them.
No, I don't have a handout of the tower itself, but
You said it's 20. How tall?
I'm gonna say the part of it that's sticking up out of the snow is.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's obviously there's a part of it under the snow. It's not just sitting on top of the snow, as I said.
Yeah.
It juts
Okay.
out of the tundra ahead of you.
Huh.
Trying to get an idea of how tall this is.
The dogs are just running laps.
Look, man, I'm working on it, okay?
I like it though.
Yeah.
We're still traveling. We haven't gotten there quite yet.
I'm gonna say it's 20 feet. It sticks up 20 feet out of the snow.
Okay, so trying to put that in perspective for me. So it's like, a tower technically. It's like
it's like a 2-story
yeah. Okay,
like tower sticking up out of the snow.
and but it's made out of. Do we know what kind of stone it is?
It has its smooth and shiny surface cannot possibly have been worn down. Let's see. You can go ahead and make a nature or a history check as you are inspecting the stone.
Does
If you
anybody have
dwarf
any
stone cutting trait?
Anyone have any
Okay.
clue what kind of
advantage on
stone
this.
this is?
I look to see if I recognize the rock.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, jeez. Sure, why not?
You don't know.
To know
lick
like
it.
what?
It's not
Yeah, like
it's
what-
not Chardalin, but you don't know what it is.
I lick
You've
it.
never seen anything like this before.
I still lick it.
It is cold.
Hmm.
Tastes like a rock.
Okay, sorry, it is rock.
Hmm. Well,
Would anybody else like to make a history check?
I'm.
I'll try.
I mean, I can always try, but
Wow, y'all, I rolled
Oh,
better than
there.
you.
Yeah.
I don't think my.
Yeah, that sure is a rock.
7.
Look at
Seven.
that.
Seven.
Look at that.
It's a rock. It a
I
rock.
like how the one person who's asking all these questions is the one person. There you go. It does.
Because I know I don't know, but I know others. I don't know. I
Mhm.
I
get
thought
it.
I thought floof with like being around nature all the time. Wait. Could I try to like?
Well, I had to roll history.
Yeah. Could I like try to chip a piece off
you
of
can
it?
Try.
I mean, I'll try.
Well, the jeweler is like, what kind of rock
Oh.
is this?
Yeah.
Uh,
Right. Like I don't know.
Floof, as you are looking around though, you do find
Ooh.
there is a
Mhm.
protrusion.
That's how I get it off my mouth, off my
Oh,
tongue.
sorry. There's a
blue-
protrusion.
bean?
So as you look around the protrusion, you find a slippery 5-foot diameter tunnel that enters the ground at a steep angle.
Oh. I found a hole.
Is it moose size?
No.
How far down does it go?
I stick my head in.
Can you please make a dexterity save?
Oh
Mhm.
shit.
Floof loses their
Oh,
head just a
I go
No.
down the
So
chute.
as Floof sticks their head down this
Oh my
this very
God.
slippery tube
Oh
to
no!
see how far down it goes, you just watch them just like slide down the tube.
We
Floof, you slide down this slippery, windy tube until you land unharmed but prone at the bottom, probably 30 feet down. Let's see.
Oh. It go down this many.
Yeah, you slide uncontrollably to the bottom,
I
and
just shout that back up.
the slippery
hole.
tunnel opens into an upside-down room, the contents of which are coated in frost. Across from the tunnel is a wooden door that's flush with the ceiling, which used to be the floor. The door is ajar, and flanking it are two identical stone statues that hang down like stalactites. Across from the statues are sconces with upside-down flames burning in them.
Oh,
So we all
It-
saw Floof
it-
fall into the hole, right?
yeah, and I shouted back up, saying, "It is this far."
Yeah, you hear this kind of
Okay.
from a bit of a distance. You hear echoing out of the tunnel. This is a voice.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't actually see Floof fall in on the other side of the tower.
Hello.
Monty sees it and he goes over to where his pack is on the sled and grabs out a python and 2 lengths of rope. Ties
Hello?
them together, and he's gonna go nail the python in at the top of the hole and start making his way down.
Okay, it is weird. Here is weird.
All right, so let's see.
Shifty.
Yeah, with the aid of climbing gear, you're able to descend the tunnel without slipping. Monty, you get down to where Floof is. Floof is kind of sitting in this entryway to some structure that is clearly upside down, and where you are standing on what at one time was the ceiling. The door in front of you, let's see. So the room is about 12 feet high. The ceiling is flat, and the floors are also flat above you. The doorway is 8 feet high and arched. Since it is upside down, that means there's a 4-foot high barrier where the concave is. Does that make sense?
Sure.
It's basically
Nope.
you're in an upside down room,
Mhm.
and so the wall above the door that would have been above the door is now below it, and
Yeah,
it's 4
gotcha.
feet to the top of that door.
The hell?
And you can see that there are sconces on the wall that have an upside down flame burning, illuminating the room.
What the fuck?
I say it's weird.
Why does Floof sound so far away?
Let's see, the statues that flank the door, they merge seamlessly in with the ceiling, and they depict a long-faced human dressed in wizard's robes and clutching a staff.
Do I recognize the wizard?
You can make a history check.
Damn.
You are very confident that you've never ever heard of this person before in your life. They must be thousands of years old. They are outside of any type of history that you would know.
Monty's on the crit board.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
you can say that very confidently.
Sorry. Monty is on the crit board.
Let's see. With that 20 though, I'll give you a little bit more information. let's see. Just kind of looking at this person, though, you feel the reason that you don't know who they are exactly is because they are likely an ancient wizard from the Netherese, and that this structure is probably of Netherese make.
Yeah. Hey, y'all gonna come down here?
Hold
Yeah,
on, I'm just securing the
y'all gonna
animals.
come down here.
Found the entrance.
Take one last look up. What's the weather like?
It was.
It was clear skies. Or no, it was snowing. It was light snow.
Mm. Take one last sad look up, and then I start climbing down.
Vodka will be the last one down. Just kind of holding the rope, make sure that everybody's good.
Right. Oyame will stay out with the animals to make sure nobody comes along and does anything to them.
Appreciate it.
What?
As you guys all descend down into the Spire.
No.
Where is it? Here we are.
I remember.
Walk consciously.
Yeah, we're just here. Try and find a connection between the Duergar and the Red Wizards.
I do have a handout for this that might be interesting.
Might complicate that for you to know that this looks Netherese in make.
Well, then why the hell were they... What were they coming here for, then?
Here's just kind of a depiction of the area that you're in.
Ooh, cool.
As you can see the upside down doors and the sconces on the wall that have the upside down kind of bluish flame. All the furniture and stuff is fallen to the ceiling, now floor.
Oh, so there is like loose furniture here.
Yeah. Well, not in
Oh.
this room, but like some other rooms you'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, you can,
Huh.
it looks like you're in a building that's been flipped upside down.
What the... How?
Oh, I know this one. Okay? It is when you climb a tree and then you sit on the tree and then
You don't
you
need to
fall.
cast light. The whole place is illuminated by
And then-
those flames.
Oh, and then you fall from
And
the
you-
tree?
No, you fall without your legs. They stay, and then the world look like this.
But how? Did-
You climb the tree
Uh,
and then
Move.
what?
I think you're on to something. Come over here.
Okay,
All right. I'm gonna pick you up by
okay,
your feet,
okay.
and then everything will be normal.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Watch people do that.
All right, you pick up Floof by their feet, and from your vantage point, Floof, everything is right side up again.
Oh, it's fixed. Okay, we go.
My arms are tired already.
Also, things have just started falling out of my bag.
oh no. What things?
The copper piece I've chewed on, the gold piece I've chewed on, rations, a crowbar, my tinder box, half an arrow. a really smushed good berry.
I'm glad I asked. Where do we go?
Well, there's a door,
door.
and directly in front of you that is partially ajar.
I start walking toward it, and then I just don't. I didn't really get a great look at the sky before we came down here, so I'm not feeling terribly confident.
Oh well, I took a look. It's the towers in the sky.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive.
Wait. What tower?
You know the one that means we should just go into the tower.
The La Veranda's lantern looks like a tower, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
that's it.
That's.
Mhm.
Okay, I
To
will.
act stoic when confronting their own issues. This is an issue that you're confronting.
Are you?
I start wiggling.
Blue,
Is there something you're not telling
Baka,
us?
can you hold this for me?
But
Baka.
Still hold them upside down.
Yeah, I try handing Floof off to you.
I'm just like pointing at the door, like, okay, I want to go to it.
Yeah, well, I guess we're letting Floof go ahead.
Okay. I squirm out of Vaka's grip. And I pick up all my little things. And I eat the smushed good berry. And then it's very old. And then
Might
gonna-
actually be something else.
it
Yeah.
might be lint. It might be some pocket lint.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to try to climb up to the door.
Yeah, so the door's partially open, so you can just kind of pull it open, and then it's like a 4-foot wall that you just kind of scramble over.
Oh yeah, I scramble over it.
Bloop. Which
Be
you
careful,
can-
Floof. Tell us what you see.
hold on
It
a second.
is a place.
All right. So you land in, as you kind of scramble over that little wall and you plop down on the other side. Let's see. You see upside down corridor at the end of which is some stairs that would have at one point, led up, but now are in the ceiling and you can't reach them. The stairway also looks like it's clogged with debris and ice and does not appear accessible, even if you could reach them. There are also 2 doors in this hallway, one to the north of you and one to the south.
Okay. It's like a stair, but you cannot use the stair, and 2 holes.
I mean, if you're
Oof.
taller than 4 feet, you can see into the open door.
2
Yeah.
doors.
I'm
So-
letting Floof explain it.
Okay, as if Floof is describing it to you, you can see everything that they're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
That is it.
Hmm. Well, now this was, you said it was like collapsed.
Yeah, so the stairs are in the ceiling above you. Well, I guess they're in the floor. You're on the ceiling. But if you imagine if you're approaching stairs in a flipped
Right.
house, like you couldn't really use them anyway.
Right. But we
But
could
the
use the
tunnel-
ceiling.
The tunnel or the stairway itself is also just choked off with debris and ice, and is not
Okay.
accessible.
What if I'm gonna. I mean, assuming we all climb through here, going to approach the collapsed stairwell
Okay.
and kind of just rest my hand against like the debris, and I'm gonna try this.
Ooh.
So where are you moving it to?
That's a cantrip. Move earth, mold earth.
Yeah, I mean it's very limited and it will be very slow, but I don't know how much. We don't seem to be in any danger or time limit. I mean, I would just kind of mole my way through, just kind of
Yes.
put it behind us and like off to the sides.
All right. So Shaltari goes up to this kind of caved-in stairwell and begins using mold earth to excavate the rubble in there, kind of pushing it to the sides. What are the rest of you guys doing? Because it's going to take you a little while.
Yeah, this will take some time. Is anybody?
Monty's gonna peek in the door to the north.
All right. So, pushing open the door to the north. You climb in, or are you just looking through?
Any movement inside?
This room contains shattered and jumbled equipment, much of it near two heavy wooden work tables, one on its side and the other upside down. You don't see any movement.
Yeah, he'll step in then and go looking around. Anything that fell off the tables?
As you search through the wreckage, you find an iron key. And you see another door right there to your right, to the right of the entrance.
Does it look like it has a keyhole on it?
No.
Well, I'll just keep pressing through it.
All right, as you push this door open and look inside, let's see. The floor of this room is covered with shards of glass, frozen pools of spilled fluids, and the wreckage of two cabinets. In a niche in the far corner of the room, a metal chest is bolted to the ceiling. Its lid is locked.
It's fine, probably.
He'll come back out and, hey, can I get a hand with something in here?
Baka will look over and go over there to you.
There's a chest on the ceiling in the next room. Maybe if we can move one of these tables over, I can get up to it.
Or, and Calder holds out his hand and a crow manifests as he casts Mage Hand.
Monty just squints his eyes at the crow.
You have known that I can do this.
Yeah,
This isn't new.
I'm aware.
Sorry, I stole your thunder.
No,
You
no,
have it back.
no. Not you stealing anything I'm worried about.
Well, worst case, if it's trapped, this will poof back to the void where it came.
Oh, cool. Can you turn this key?
Probably. How heavy is the key?
It can
me see
turn
it.
the key.
Yeah. So Calder will hand off the key to the crow and have it flap up.
All right, where are you guys at?
Calder's
the-
staying outside.
When
Where's the
crow-
chest?
Let's see, the chest.
And then it blows up and you die
It's I think right over here.
again.
Yeah, actually, Monty will, stay outside the room and...
All right, so as you guys
yourself.
kind of stay outside the room, you watch the crow fly up to the upside down chest bolted to the ceiling. As it turns the key, the lid pops open, and you watch as 4 vials fall to the ground and smash.
What was that sound?
Oh, just
Ridiculous
Mr.
crow.
Montgomery getting his answer.
It was a ksh, ksh, ksh.
Sound of 3 potion bottles falling to the ground and smashing.
Yes, the
What?
Floof recreates those sounds with their mouth for you. That is what is the sound.
This is why I don't trust birds. This is why I don't trust birds. And he's gonna go over and he's just gonna like dip a finger in it and taste like each of the 3 different potions.
There were 4 potions
Oh,
in
no.
total.
4 potions.
Each was a potion of resistance, 1 for acid, 1 for cold, 1 for fire, and 1 for force. All of
Force
which now,
resistance. That's weird.
all of which now are not usable.
Get the straw and slurp it up. Come on.
Yeah. Fuck
Don't be
it.
shy.
Cocktail.
Woo.
I was thinking that.
Hey.
DuckTales.
That there's
Yeah.
shattered glass in it.
Yeah. Hey, it's fine. Tanner, the stairs. I can't remember how you described them. Did you say they were like if you looked at it from a normal perspective that the stairs would lead up?
They would have led down at
Oh.
one point in time.
So they are leading up from our orientation.
Or hold on. You guys are in an upside down tower being on the what would have been the first floor. So above you would be the second floor.
Just
Or below
us.
you, sorry, below you would be the second floor. So yeah, these are
Correct.
going
Currently
down.
they're going down.
Yeah, they're currently going down, but they're flipped upside down.
Okay. Okay, then I will. I don't know. Monty's.
But I mean, by the time this whole fiasco with the potions and stuff is resolved, you'll have cleared enough of the passage that you could jump down. Below you can see the landing down there where the stairs end.
Okay, I found a
It
way
ends in
through.
a small
You
little
did it.
passage, and there's a
job.
door at the bottom.
Well, I
Sorry,
don't
did
like
it.
leaving things behind to come at us from behind, so Monty's gonna step through the door to the south.
All right, you push it over. Do you climb in?
If there's no movement, yeah.
Let's see. Tall bookshelves affixed to the outer wall have spilled their contents onto the ceiling-turned floor. A large table lies on its side, one leg broken and 5-foot wide, and a 5-foot wide tunnel in the floor to the east that leads down. So there's a tunnel here that leads down. And
Y'all go on ahead. I'll meet up with you.
That's
He closes the door and he's gonna
that's an
climb through that hole.
That's an awful idea. Wait, why did he close the door?
nobody did.
I tried to open the door.
You see Monty with a shit-eating grin on his face, like climbing down, like, oh, you ruined the surprise. I was
Or-
gonna meet you up or down there. What?
So you
Bold
think?
assumption.
As you look in, you can see Monty starting to kind of shimmy down this hole in the floor. This room is covered in books and scrolls.
Boring stuff.
Well, suppose which way do we go? Wait, hold on.
I was just kind of
You-
following along. Like, this place is weird and different and not natural. It's no bueno.
Monty,
Yeah.
I need your opinion on this cave-in. Does it look man-made? Is there evidence that it was intentional?
Like the tunnel he's climbing into?
No, the one that I cleared out.
I mean, I can't really tell now that it's clear.
You sure?
I'll come take a look. What kind of check do you want for that, Tanner?
Intelligence.
That is a stat, not a skill. Yeah. 9.
9. It looks like you're looking up to what it would have been the ceiling above the stair. I don't know. You're looking just at the area around the stairwell. You can see there's considerable damage. However, this tower ended up upside down in the middle of the tundra. Probably is the reason that this area's collapsed.
Yeah, can't say that this specifically was intentional, but I'm gonna assume there's some intention behind this tower being here upside down.
It's easy to think that things just happened on their own, but since others were interested in this place and they were here before us,
Huh.
I just want to make sure we check every option.
Yeah, that's
So,
it.
through the ceiling, I suppose.
Are you taking the stairwell or are you taking the tunnel?
Luke really is already halfway into the tunnel. Because they didn't learn from the last time that they slipped down a hole.
Okay, I'm going through the tunnel then.
All right, so a rough-hewn tunnel against the north wall leads down to this room.
Oh.
You all going down the tunnel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. Vodka, are you joining them?
I'll be following and shimmying down slow.
All right. So you guys all come into a room on the floor below you. Let's see. This room contains 2 metal cages, both badly damaged. Nearby, 2 roughly dug tunnels, one in the ceiling and one in the floor, lead to other areas. Narrow windows along the bowed outer wall afford you a glimpse of the earth into which the structure impaled itself.
Are the windows like open air?
They look-
Open snow?
Yeah, they would have been like arrow slits at one point in time, but they're now packed with dirt and stone.
What the hell?
How large are the cages?
See, the metal cages,
Look to be about
they can
look to be about 5
hold.
feet.
Let's see.
8 feet, 9 feet.
They look large enough to be able to hold a medium-sized creature. In fact, one of them holds the carapace of what looks like an insect-like person.
What kind of insect specifically?
Tanner,
like
could
to
you say
make-
that again, but faster so that I don't understand it?
Would you like to make an intelligence nature check?
Sure.
Or
Add +2 to that. Or
That's
+3,
weird.
pardon me.
24.
As a canny. Yeah.
This comes from this creature, or what it came from. It's called a Theracren.
Realistically, we Calder know what the fuck that is.
Let's see if I can find anything about these creatures. Right. For those of you watching, this is what a Theracren looks like. Seeing if I can figure out a way to share this with you guys. Let's see, do I have them? Okay, give me just a second if I can.
I'm spooked.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about these holes that hopefully do not line up with each other in the floor and ceiling.
They do. They line up.
That's
Fucking annoying. Sorry.
that could be something of concern. I say, like, pointing at the aligned holes.
If you guys go into the compendium and you can search these things if you want to see what they look like.
Yeah, that's true.
Sounds good.
Well, I won't because I don't know what the fuck it is.
So basically, it is this kind of humanoid-ish looking insect creature. They are bipedal. They have 4 arms. Kind of look like a upright standing ant.
Cool. Z's.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture right now.
So Calder,
Oh,
you know the Thrycren were desert dwellers. They lived out in the savannah, avoiding other races. They employ a language without words to show emotion and reaction. Thrycren clacks its mandibles and waves its antenna, giving other Thrycren a sense of what it is thinking and feeling.
Guys,
They
That's my-
consider all other living creatures as potential nourishment. And they particularly love the taste of elf flesh.
Oh, good.
That's
Good, good,
weird.
good, 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 good.
That's weird.
Oh,
If a
come on
cre-
now. You're flattening yourself, Calder.
If a creature might be useful for something other than food, the Thrycren aren't likely to attack it on sight. However, Thrycren kill to survive, not for sport. They don't require sleep.
Oh god.
They just merely wait.
Oh god.
scared.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, it's
They have
Sounds
what's
spooky.
called chameleon carapace. The Thrycren can change the color of its carapace to match the color of textures of its surroundings.
Oh
It's
no.
very good at
they're the
hiding.
predator. Cool.
Very good at hiding. It has a standing leap. It can long jump 30 feet and it can high jump 15 feet
Oh no.
from a standing position. Some of them have innate spellcasting ability and psionics. Yeah. That's everything you know about this shell.
Oh,
So is it like a shell that was shed or a shell that would be a corpse?
Given that it's in a cage. I'm guessing the latter.
either way. Hearing
Well-
legends and whatnot from
That one's
only my mom-
empty, and the cages are broken, right?
They are broken.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Didn't know that.
Oh. Keep your eyes peeled. These
Yeah. The
Right,
cages
they
got
can-
knocked around a lot and they fall apart easily when touched.
Like
On a
this.
separate note, I do have a thought about what this tower is.
And that would be
I'm
There-
just putting this together. That statue there reminded me of the Netherese. I'm pretty sure they had floating cities at some point.
what?
And then shit went down, and so did the cities.
How long ago?
2,000 years.
like a millennia or two.
So at least 2. Okay.
Let's keep going.
I would just keep
We want to keep going
blade
down,
as
or we
well,
want to
or-
clear this floor?
Okay.
What?
I'm going to going to just kneel down on one of my knees, both my hands, touching the ground, and again, like, all of the dust in the room begins to kind of swirl around me and then settles over all of us. So let's do this.
A sneeze.
And let's be stealthy.
As that happens and Floof sneezes, the sneeze is muffled.
Let's get stealthy.
Alright.
It's still
Because
with it.
I assume Calder shared all that all that info that he knows.
Oh yeah,
A sneeze.
he would have shared it in like a way of like talking about like the speakers and like they were kind of like things that you tell kids that's like scare them
Mhm.
type thing, but like, oh shit, these are real.
And I've still got okay.
By the way, you guys, dibs on that care piece if we can make anything out of it.
What on earth are you? Okay.
Somebody's ribcage. Like,
I mean, I make things out of things as rib cages and like bones and skulls, and it's kind of
Yeah.
a trade up here.
Yeah, I know you
Y'all-
do. I'm asking him what he's going to do. Here's mine. Yeah, that's about right. But I do cast. Oh no, wait, I cannot. Can I?
I think you
That's
guys
not-
are fine.
No, 'cause
17, 33,
Pass-
19,
Pass without a
25.
trace is concentration, so.
I think you're fine.
Worst case, Mr. Schultari, I can always help out too.
Vodka, do you want to give us a stealth check, please?
yep.
Unless Vodka's just gonna fucking like go kicking indoors ahead of us.
I mean, she might.
We're here, bitches. This guy wants to make a ribcage or
17.
something out of your ribcage. Yeah,
Okay.
we're not
It's
very stealthy. I'm big.
Let's see.
I mean,
Are you guys going to explore more of this floor, or are you guys heading down?
I'm not going through that hole.
Not yet, at least.
Big hole.
I'm gonna check out this side room.
Sure. Pushing the door open and looking over the wall, you see a spiral staircase. Use it is choked with rubble, rendering it impassable.
Unless.
Found more stairs
Left.
down, but it would take time to clear it again.
I mean,
Spiral staircases should work both ways, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Even if one of them is a slide,
yeah.
it would still work.
I mean, it'll take.
Right.
It won't really take much time, even assuming I'm going slowly. I can still like 5 square feet of space
Mhm.
in 6 seconds. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It will
Alright, well,
break
there's
your
a-
stealth.
Yeah.
Doing that will break your stealth.
yeah, that's
Calder would
point.
like to open up this door.
Sure.
a good point.
Guys, I just want to establish spiral staircases as by icons.
Let's see.
I dig it.
An upside down table sits in the middle of this room, and books are scattered around it. Clinging to the bowed outer wall is an upside down fireplace. along that same wall is a window with nothing but hard-packed earth beyond it. Let's see. Yeah, there are books laying around, but you don't really see anything beyond that. There's a door over here and a door here. If you step into the room.
Any movement?
No.
Okay.
I mean, perception check, but...
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Shit.
You don't see anything.
14.
Monty's gonna follow him through, and he's gonna pick up the books and flip through it. Can he read the text, or no?
Most are ruined by time, but you manage to, searching through more of them, find a couple that are not destroyed. The first one that you pick up is... Let's see. Let's see what language these are in. I'm assuming that you can't read them because the language is Loros.
No clue, but I'm gonna pocket them because I assume they're valuable.
It uses a Draconic alphabet. So if you can speak Draconic, you would be able to make it out. While the spoken language may be... So, see, the language spoken by the Netherese is a dead language. Very few creatures of the world today would recognize it, much less speak it. Loros used the Draconic alphabet in a written form, while the spoken language had many similarities to Elvish. Due to the cultural influence the elves had on the Netherese civilization, the character who speaks Elvish can understand when a creature speaks if they speak it, what they're saying, and vice versa. A creature who has the cloistered scholar or sage background, or warlock who knows the eyes of the rune keeper invocation, can translate it. So you probably can't read these books.
I do know a Dragonborn, though. We've got at least half an elf with us. So I'm gonna pocket a couple of any of the books that I can.
There are two that are not destroyed.
Gotcha.
Check this door right here. Is it like trapped or anything?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Or I should say, if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation. Shit.
It appears safe.
Alright, he'll open it.
The room contains the shattered remains of a desk and some chairs. You quickly discover that all sound is muted here.
Did we break stealth, or are we still in stealth?
We're still in
You're
stealth.
still in stealth.
I mean, I'm still concentrating on the spell.
If I could... Would it break stealth if I picked up, like, a piece of, like, rubble and chucked it into this room?
Nope.
Calder would like to do that and see what happens.
As you do that, it clinks against the ground but makes no noise.
Well, that's interesting.
What's up?
That room emits no sound. Look. And then Calder will pick up another piece of rubble and huck it in there.
Yeah, same thing happens.
Huh. Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
On that? 15.
There's something magical going on.
Some magical going on.
Without detect magic, though, you wouldn't be able to tell what it is.
Monty's gonna climb into the room,
You can make your best guesses, though.
and then he'll turn to Calder and he'll start just saying cuss words.
What
you-
language are you saying I'm in?
Just common.
All right, yeah, Calder knows everything you're saying because he can read your lips.
You don't hear anything, but yeah, you can read his lips.
None of them are insults. You just know that he's cussing. Do you react?
He just goes, "Yep, there's no sound."
Close the door.
Carry on with our day.
I'm gonna search like the remnants of the desk. Is there anything?
No.
Baka sees Monty's lips like going off, and you can't hear anything, but you just see her lips pressed together like.
Or did you go in the room with him?
I thought we were all together. We were sneaking.
Yeah, we do kind of have to stay near each other to be under its effects.
A little
I
bit.
mean, it's the area of effect. What is it? 60 feet? I don't remember.
30 feet.
It's yeah. So
I mean, if Shaltari's standing near the center of the tower, it reaches
Yeah.
every corner.
I will try to keep everyone within eyesight here.
But it is 8:05.
Okay.
Ah, boo.
So I think it is
Ugh.
Monty cursing in the quiet room, and Vodka giving him a very disapproving sneer. It's probably a good place to call it. We'll be back next week to finish the Spire. You see, this is why I don't prep things. It's because like I prepped the Spire, and then we spent like 2 hours getting drunk at a tavern.
What?
And
We got doggos.
listen, I
He like
promoted in it. I'm putting effort in a overworld level.
Yeah, Shaltari helped bring hope back to a small town, or at least faith in its leader that is incredibly flawed. But
Yeah, faith
we'll
in
see how
their
long
leader.
that shine lasts.
Faith in their
Flawed.
leader that will supposedly try to persuade his people to do something for us.
We
So I
got to
figured,
meet arguably my favorite NPC.
which
The
It's
drunk
definitely one
speaker.
of the favorite people Monty's met.
the speaker, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how
I
that started
like
with
this
just like,
one.
do we run into the speaker? I'm like, fine.
It is. I had an epiphany.
Sure.
A quick question before we cut off. What time did we go in the Spire? Because we are of the day,
Oh.
right? Of the full moon.
No, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. I have
So
one more
it's
night,
not-
and then it's the
so
full
it-
moon.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
tomorrow night. It's not tonight.
I just wanted to make sure
Yeah,
that
the-
we're not going to deal with
You have a day and a half.
vodka just going. And be like, what do we do? Get torn apart. Game over. Thanks
Day
for
and a
watching.
Oh, we're gonna wait until there's a fight encounter.
Surprise,
like
where?
I don't know,
Yes,
scabby
surprise
dog of some
werebear.
kind, and Vodka just eats it.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you, chatters, for tuning in and being active. I guess we'll see you guys in a week
Yeah.
after we get some
Yeah.
Ren Fair time in, and maybe Travis buys another sword.
I'm not gonna buy another sword.
You can only have
Oh.
you can only have so many swords.
2, I think, is pretty good.
Before,
Unless-
the rent's
Unless you're
up.
Eddie, and you can have like 2 and then one that flies.
Or Zolo.
Okay, the last campaign, Eddie.
I
the
might buy
walking
another corset.
bag of swords.
I have a billion of those.
And a dirk in the boot.
I don't have any Ren Fair garb. I gotta work on that.
We're gonna get
Yeah,
creative.
you need to.
All right. Well, anyway. Yeah.
Remember,
Thanks.
if you go to a Ren Fair in jeans, you're a dweeb.
Yeah.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well,
Get Ren Fair garb. We
don't
do this
have
literally
Ren
twice
Fair
a year,
garb.
every
Get
year.
a potato sack.
I
and
tried.
run around.
I
Yeah,
tried to
Tanner.
order stuff off
Where-
line, and everything's on back order.
Oh shit!
But they
Tanner,
work with you because
where's-
they did that to me. They worked with me. They're like, "Do you want something similar?" I'm like, "Yes," because I need it by this time. They're like, "Oh,
I
okay."
literally looked through everything that they had that I was anywhere interested in. It was all in back order.
The rule is clear: wear jeans, be. You have sweatpants, don't you?
Yeah, I have sweatpants.
Oh, but
Well, there you
sweatpants,
go.
and it's gonna be like 88
I
Saturday.
don't want to
so-
be that. I don't want to be that guy who shows up to the
Disgusting.
Ren Fair in sweatpants.
Hey, sweatpants are
How's
just
it
one
going,
step
my
above.
lords and ladies?
Sweatpants are just one step removed from like medieval trousers. They're baggy, they're cozy, they're kind of thin and flimsy.
Tanner, show up and be
look
comfortable
good
because you're
stuffed into
not going to be
boots.
the biggest dweeb at a Ren fair.
I am not a Capricorn.
You
by
might
the way.
be.
Just putting that out there.
Dude, I'm literally showing up in a full Little Red Riding Hood costume. It's gonna be
So
fine.
long as they're not heather gray, I
Look,
think
can
they'll
I
be
just?
fine with
I'll buy
sweatpants.
some stuff at the Ren Fair
There you
for
go.
the bigger, better Ren Fair.
Aha! A man of action.
Yeah, like I don't care if I'm a dweeb at the
Bye.
Des Moines
Cut
Ren
to
Fair.
Tanner at the Ren Fair, just peeling off articles of clothing as he buys them.
Thanks
You're like,
for
"Yep,"
watching.
and just leaving the clothing behind. These are my normal people clothings. Now I am Ren Fair boy.
I'm a
And they're like,
Gemini.
"Sir, you can't do that. There's children
Sweetie.
here."
So-
And then we get kicked out because of Tanner.
Have
What?
fun.
Look, if we didn't get kicked out last year
Stay
because of
safe.
Kyle, then
That's fair.
I'm definitely not going to be the one to get kicked out.
That's
It's very
fair.
Oh yeah,
fair.
when I was there last weekend, there was a guy who was far worse than Kyle. Like,
As far as heckling
Always
goes,
the fucking
Yeah.
Kyle.
because Kyle was actually kind of funny.
Kyle was
Oh,
fun.
he's-
Like he
He
was
was kind
actually
of funny, but he was super thirsty for one
Are
of
we
the
still on
pirates.
the stream? This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
we are.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This got weird. We got one more one more viewer, I think, from talking about this.
And
Kyle.
lost 3.
Lost 3.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay,
we're
okay.
at 41 followers now. By
Holy
the way,
shit.
Ooh, if we
FYI.
get to 50, then I will make the Floof's retelling of episode 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
wow.
guys know what to
Yeah.
do, chat. Tell your
Long
friends.
awaited.
Harass them to watch this train wreck every
Yes.
week.
So as you guys know, due to my own just foolishness, I didn't record session 1. So we have been talking about doing a retelling of episode 1 through the eyes of Floof.
And now it is contingent upon getting 50 followers.
So yeah, if we get 50 followers, we'll make a retelling of episode 1 through the eyes of Floof. Yes. Chase is like, oh yes, I know. Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. If you're interested in knowing what happens, I'm not gonna say it because now you have to get 9 more people to follow us.
Mm-hmm. Work your magic, gang.
Only
We
the
believe in you.
OG followers will know what happened on session 1.
Wow. I think we have 1. Maybe
I'm
2.
sure
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's just one.
Hawthorne
Two.
was
We
there.
have 2.
Mello was there, and
Yeah, oh yeah,
I think
Mello was
Zahi.
there. Zahi. I don't know. It was a time. It was fun.
Hawthorne was there, so they don't just hurt us through probably fantastic art that's going to punch us in the chest or something like that.
Oh, too late. I've seen it.
Oh, great, grand, wonderful.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. We guys will see you in a week. And yeah. Later. Oh, God damn it.
Why?
Travis. Why?
Bye.
Ugh.
Same thought.